Can you hear me? Dr. Dayaram. Prashant, can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, Dr. Dayaram, sir, you're not audible.
Okay.
Yeah, now you can hear. Yeah, please ask Dayaram, sir, to keep the PowerPoint and all ready.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Good morning, madam. It's audible for me, madam.
Okay, Prashant. Yes, how are you?
Fine, madam. How are you, madam?
Yeah, fine. Neelkanta, sir, please mute your audio.
Slow ಆಗಿ ಬರಾಕತ್ತದೆ.
Neelkanta, sir. Neelkanta, sir. Thank you. Okay. Director, sir, shall I go ahead with the webinar? So please unmute.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. I think madam has not yet joined.
Yeah, they may join shortly. You can
Okay,
go
sir.
ahead.
Okay, sir. Good morning, everyone. I'm happy to invite each and everyone for this very diverse topics containing webinar. The main reason for hosting this webinar is there are more of migrations from the rural to the urban areas. Urban population is increasing. Urban livelihoods are also getting diversified. And one more important thing that we can observe here is self-production of the food, consumption of the self-produced food with the least chemicals usage, production of the clean food, hygiene food has become the most important priority for the urbanites these days. So in addition to these foods, in order to increase the livelihoods, in order to increase the diversified livelihoods among the increased population in the urbanites, we have so many enterprises that are suitable for the urban areas through which we can earn the income and get good food. So with that intention, we have identified 3 important experts since a webinar has to be short. So we have restricted our enterprises to be 3 important 3 enterprises this time. So one of them is the gardening, terrace gardening or the urban gardening, where we can produce chemical-free food. Second most important and liked topic is the mushroom production in the urban areas. And the third one is the bonsai cultivation. So that's a good opportunity or the livelihood increasing preference for the urbanites these days. So these 3 topics we have going to interact, the speakers are going to interact on these 3 topics now in this webinar. And the speakers that we have identified are all practical people. So whatever they are teaching here or interacting with you here are their self-experiences. They are not theoretical, please. So we expect a lot of interaction after once the speaker's presentation is over, so that not only you can do on your own, you can even spread to the rural youth or any other interested people, rural clientele in your area. So with that intention, we have organized this particular webinar. Now, I welcome everyone. I welcome all the participants and also all the speakers for this webinar. And we await a very good interaction after each and every speaker's discussion. Now, I request and I invite our director, Dr. M. Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu, to give his remarks about the webinar.
Yeah, thank you, Vasanta. Am I audible?
You are audible, sir. Please go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Thank you very much. Good morning to all. I invite all the participants as well as our Director of Extension ma'am, who is going to join shortly, as well as Dr. Sanjay Kalikar, Joint Director, Government of India, is also going to join very shortly. And they told that they are on the way. I welcome all our EA faculty as well as the other distinguished guests and participants from different parts of our southern region. Yeah, this is a very need-based webinar which we have planned deliberately because urban agriculture is a key solution to rapid population growth, urbanization, food crisis, and climate change. According to reports of FAO, by 2050, more than 6 billion population will be dwelling in urban areas, which is almost double the current population of 3.5 billion. In case of India, the reports by United Nations State of the World Population 2007, by 2030, 40.76% of the country's population will reside in urban areas. Considering these statistics, we can estimate the burden on rural production system to meet increasing demands of fruits and vegetables in urban markets. So, urban agriculture could be the savior to avoid food crisis and inflation of markets. The idea of urban agriculture is age old and started in the mid 19th century and has gained popularity in urban areas throughout the world. There are various types of urban agriculture, as all of you know, which are becoming popular, like kitchen gardening. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir,
Audible.
you are audible. You are audible, sir.
Yeah. So different forms of urban agriculture, what we are seeing are kitchen gardening, rooftop gardening, vertical farming, container gardening, urban beekeeping, aquaculture, etc. The multiple areas of crops can be cultivated in the minimal available space, right from herbs, vegetables, and fruits to aromatic and medicinal plants. These are large number of advantages of urban farming, like providing employment and daily wages to poor farmers, educating children, strengthening the community, improving social and emotional well-being, and environmental justice to tackle climate change. Many cities across the world are practicing this urban farming and have achieved success in production, marketing, and educating the people. In India, especially, urban farming is still at an infant stage and has to be given much more importance by both government and private agencies to popularize and harness the profitability of urban agriculture. So in this context, I am welcoming all the participants and I also welcome our speakers of today's webinar, Dr. Vasanta, for this opportunity.
Yeah, Amalar, sir, please mute your audio. I request all the participants to mute their audios. Sir, you can go ahead, sir. Director, sir, is your message over?
Yeah. Over.
Okay.
With the your speakers also.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vasanta.
Sir, we'll take a group photo, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
I request each and everyone to switch on your videos for a group photo. Srinivas Raju sir, screenshot తీసుకోరా. Thank you so much. Anushma, yeah. I request once again all of you, please open up your videos for the screenshot, group photo. Thank you. More. Sashikala, Patel, Nisha. Melvin, sir. Suresh, all the screens, you please take the screenshot. Saifunnisa madam, Sashikala, Anushma, Varghese, Raghuveer. Quickly, please switch on your videos, please. Okay. తీసుకున్నారా సురేష్?
తీసుకున్నా మేడం.
Right. So thank you, friends. Let us start with the webinar with the first topic. Speaker is already ready, very practical person. Before I hand over the mic to Dr. Dayaram sir, I would like to give a brief glimpses of his contributions of his biodata. You please let me know whether you can see my PPT or not. Friends, is the PPT visible to you?
Yes, madam.
Yes, madam. Right. Thank you. So now today we have with us the first speaker, Dr. Dayaram ji, who is in Bihar, who joined us from Bihar. He is a mushroom consultant now in Dr. Rajendra Prasad Central Agricultural University, Bihar. He joined in the service as assistant professor and junior scientist in the year 1991 in the Department of Plant Pathology at the Regional Research Station in Madhopur and retired as professor and head, Department of Microbiology and project director, ACMR. Dr. Dayaram played a very important role in promoting the mushroom cultivation in Bihar. He is popularly known as the mushroom man and mushroom scientist. His efforts have been crucial in boosting the mushroom cultivation in the state to the current level of success. In 1999, with the popularization of the mushroom cultivation, the state government sanctioned around rupees 24 lakhs during those times as the first release for the development and popularization of the mushroom cultivation in the state. With the tireless efforts of Dr. Dayaram and his team in Bihar, the Bihar state, which was in 13th rank 3 years ago in the mushroom production, now top of the list with over 2 lakh mushroom farmers, among which majority are women. Though the team started initially with research in oyster mushroom, slowly the scope of the team increased, reaching out to button, milky, shiitake, hericium, and paddy straw mushrooms. Then, there are around 123 units growing mushrooms around the year under controlled conditions with a production potential of 500 kgs to 10 tons per day. When production constraints were addressed by Dr. Dayaram and his team in various ecosystems of the state, Dr. Dayaram and his team started researching on mushroom value-added products. 50 products, mushroom powder, pickles, cookies, samosas, namkeens, and laddus were standardized, among which 10 were branded. The state government is currently offering a 50% subsidy for the mushroom farmers. Coming to the awards gained by Dr. Dayaram sir, Swami Sahajanand Saraswati Best Extension Scientist Award was won in 2012 and ICAR Award for Outstanding Extension in 2013, Distinguished Scientist of the Year 2022. And he is also a fellow of Indian Phytopathological Society and Indian Society of Mycology and Plant Pathology, and he is a life member of both the scientific societies. Then, and coming to the research publications, he has more than 75 research articles published in high impact journals, 5 book chapters, 10 research-based articles, 10 extension bulletins on mushroom, 2 practical manuals, and 110 popular articles. Most probably, most of them are on the mushroom cultivation. He is credited with 4 patents also, 1 mushroom variety. Congratulations, sir. Really, it's a very good credit. And he has guided 5 MSc and 1 PhD student as a chairperson, and many students as the co-chair. And he has run 6 externally funded projects of ICAR, Macromode, AICRP on mushroom, RKVY and Government of Bihar. He started MSc Agriculture and PhD courses in microbiology and 1-year certificate course in mushroom cultivation technology from 2021-22 onwards. He and his team established or played a key role in the establishment of the Advanced Center of Mushroom Research. Dr. Dayaram played an instrumental role in increasing the Bihar's mushroom cultivation by training lakhs of farmers and producing thousands of tons over decades of mushrooms. His efforts in securing a patent for the university on mushroom samosa, in which mushroom powder is used, are quite laudable. Congratulations, sir, for your contributions. The entire webinar team congratulates you. Now let me stop sharing this. Yeah. Dr. Dayaram, sir, now it's time for your message. Please unmute your audio.
Good morning, all of you. I am thankful to all of the teams of the manage who have invited me for this
EEI, sir.
purpose.
EEI, Extension Education Institute.
Extension Education Team of the Hyderabad. In fact, this topic is very much pertinent of the day because no one I have not seen or any lecture on this theme, urban agriculture or urban farming. I am thankful to the director, sir, your Basantaji and other team members of the EE Manage Hyderabad. And I also welcome all the participants across the country. Thank you, sir. Now, without any delay, I would like to start my talk. Mushroom farming in urban areas of the India. In fact, this topic is very much important. This topic is very much important for the day because one term, migration, I would like to explain the things with the following slides. What are our challenges as agricultural scientists? We have identified the certain challenges. The unemployment. May I audible all of you? Hello? Hello?
Participants, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's audible, sir. It's audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And the slide is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the problems, or you can say the challenges, I will address in the following topic, that is unemployment. In fact, unemployment is a major issue. Earlier, we have, and everywhere we talk about the income generation to the rural people. But I think, if I am correct, I have not gone through any such literatures or such seminar. So I thanks all of you. This one is unemployment. Unemployment is everywhere, every state, and that have its own system. Another one is why land division or shrinking cultivated land. Another one is a climate change. This is old things. Now, what is the new among this? Crop residue burning, migration, and we have seen the result of the migration during lockdown period or corona period. another one is removal of rural poverty. This was the earlier our challenge. Now, this is very much important in the urban area. Another one is a malnutrition and water shortage. And I think all these problems are in urban areas also. Now, what our opportunity, what we have in the plains and the opportunity of the plains as well as your hill region is some little bit different. What is opportunities? You see, the one is most important, the climatic change you are knowing, the temperature range in general, that is a minimum 30 to
Dayaram sir,
38
excuse
degrees
me sir.
Celsius.
Dayaram sir,
Yeah.
are you changing the slide?
Yeah.
Slides are not moving.
Okay, now third slide is here.
No, we see only the first one.
Oh, this one, unemployment or this one, which one is there?
Mushroom farming in urban areas of India.
Okay, एक मिनट मुकेश तने मुकेश को भेजू तो ये जस्ट आई थिंक ये स्लाइड नहीं घूम रही है, ये स्लाइड यही है.
हमको
नहीं,
फर्स्ट
ये
स्लाइड
slide-
दिख रहा है इधर.
फर्स्ट स्लाइड केवल है ना ये वाला.
सर आप एंटायर स्क्रीन शेयर करिए, शेयर स्टॉप
Okay.
करके आप ब्राउजर में और ऐप में.
क्या बोल रहे हैं? Just wait sir, just. इसको now is it moving?
Yes sir.
Hello,
Challenges.
this is the yeah, challenges, opportunities. Yes,
Only challenges slide is visible.
challenges. इसे वो चेंज नहीं हो रहा है,
हाँ,
ये दिख रहा है. This one is challenges. Hello.
Yes sir.
This one is opportunities.
No sir.
Change slide or not?
No.
Hello.
सर ये आप मिनिमाइज कर दीजिए, ये मिनिमाइज करो विंडो.
अब हो सकता है.
Please
सर
minimize
आप
the
शेयर
window.
करते वक्त एंटायर स्क्रीन लीजिए, शेयर करते वक्त एंटायर स्क्रीन को शेयर करिए.
Now, hello.
No
This
sir.
one, this is opportunities.
No sir. Only challenges we can see.
Just wait. लोग अपना वीडियो बंद कर दिए हैं. कहाँ दिक्कत कहाँ?
हेलो हेलो,
Yeah.
कैन यू हियर मी?
Yeah.
Sir, while sharing, select entire
Yeah.
screen.
अच्छा, select
While
entire
sharing,
screen.
select entire screen.
Entire screen.
Yeah, minimize this one, sir. इसको minimize कीजिए. अब इसको अब next जाइए sir. हाँ, okay, right.
Yes. Okay. Changing.
Now,
Okay sir. It is changing. Please go ahead.
now this is challenges. Now I have discussed this slide: unemployment, land division, climatic change, removal of rural. Now it will be urban. Now malnutrition. Now this is the what is our we have opportunities. This one is a visible opportunities.
It is showing why mushroom.
Oh. This is the कैसे होगा?
No, sir, it is showing why mushroom.
No, back. इसको back करिए ना, पता नहीं.
Sir, it's all right. You can tell orally. No problem. Why mushroom? How you are growing? Share
Just-
your experiences, sir.
Just wait. चलो. In fact, I think the network issue may be okay, but I have to back current. Now this one is opportunities.
Yes.
We have the opportunity that temperature range, because all agriculture under natural condition is mostly depend on the temperature. So in the plains, temperature range is 30 to 38 degrees Celsius. Another opportunity is a huge amount of crop residue. Another high density of population. Though higher density of population is a challenge, but I have taken here as an opportunity. Now, how we can deliberate the challenge? How can we discuss? Now, you see, खेती बिना खेत के means vertical farming. The vertical farming means they cope up with the land division. Another one is a short duration crop. Third one is a crops under different temperature regime. So this is the, we can address this one. Now, why mushroom? We have, why selected the mushroom? In fact, mushroom climate resilient crop. Mushroom is a climate resilient crop, because that is a cope up with the climatic condition. So here you can see the short duration, low cost technology, no need of technical, raw material is agro waste, nutritional and economic security, and nutritional, many things cover the mushroom. Now, the major things started here. In fact, everyone discuss about the mushroom means only we produce the mushroom, we consume the mushroom and sell it, but not that is a mushroom. In fact, that is a technology, mushroom production technology, and it has certain components. Now, when we were starting the certificate course or mushroom course in our university, so these were the main chapters or main activities of the mushroom. Now, number one, everyone discuss only number one, because mushroom, oyster, button, milky, many things. Now you see the round the year mushroom cultivation. So this is one component. If you see the temperature of across country, so different types of the temperature and humidity in this we can adjust by artificially, but temperature is different. So that's why we say mushroom is a crop resilient, climate resilient crop. Now, another important thing is spawn production. This is the another opportunity. Third one is a compost production. Fourth one is a packaging, processing. Another one is a product development. Next one is spent management. When we produce the mushroom in a huge quantity, so different types of spent will be appear, and the next one is marketing. These are the certain components of the mushroom production. Now I have classified a district or a state, a rural area, peri-urban and urban areas. So we have worked on the rural and not work, but continue. We are working. We are also working in peri-urban areas, and now you see the urban areas. In urban areas, mostly most of the industry, many opportunities are there, but still unemployment and many things are many problems are the here. So you see the undeveloped rural areas are undeveloped, very urban, somewhat little bit developed, and urban areas are developed. Now we are concerned how can we enrich the urban area with the help of the mushroom farming. In fact, if you see the activities, so earlier we produce everything in the rural area and sell out in the city, but now situation has been changed. Then how the employment or how can we enrich the rural area? Now
Slides
you
are not
see,
changing, sir. Dayaram, sir. Slides are not
yeah,
changing.
now
We are
which
in
one
the
is looking?
challenge
Which,
deliberation.
oh, challenge deliberation हो तो फिर हो गड़बड़ कैसे हुआ? चैलेंज डेलिब्रेशन तो दिख रहा, यही दिख रहा है, वाई मशरूम भी नहीं, यहाँ दिख, ये वाला दिखाइए, ये काहे ऐसा हो रहा है, नहीं समझ पा रहे हैं। उनको बोलिए थोड़ा सा कि इंटरनेट जो है करें, तो ऐसे तो बड़ा डिस्टर्ब, दिन भर ऐसे ही लग जाएगा तो yes, now changed. Hello,
Yes, sir.
hello.
Yes, yes.
Now, okay. In fact, I don't know why it is not changing. Okay, now I have explained it. Now, change the slide.
Yes, sir. Components of mushroom production is visible.
Yeah, but I have anything. Now this one.
Components of mushroom production. Please go ahead.
Okay. You see the mushroom cultivation, spawn production, compost production, packaging and processing. ये product development, spend management, and marketing. These are the certain components, and one by one I will discuss here. Now, another slide is the division. How can we identify rural areas, peri-urban and urban? Now, this one is a mushroom cultivation. Is it visible?
No, sir.
Hello?
No.
Not visible.
You continue with your explanation, sir.
It just, in fact, I don't know. Here we have Wi-Fi. नहीं, इससे नहीं हो पाएगा ना. Just sorry for disturbance. नहीं, वहाँ इतना अच्छा था, क्यों नहीं हो रहा है? कहाँ है ये ना? बहुत ये सब ना बड़ा दिक्कत कर जाता है कभी कभी.
Dayaram, sir.
Yeah.
When you have taken this mushroom technology to the farmers, are there any challenges? Did they like mushroom consumption?
I think there
Can't hear, ma'am.
Can you hear me, sir? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. तुरंत करोगे, बस छोड़िए। Yes. Now this one is visible.
Yes, mushroom cultivation, visible.
Yeah. Yes. In fact, we have a opportunity that 6 mushrooms we can grow in the plains. Number one, oyster, you see that needs 20 to 30 degrees Celsius top temperature. Another one is a button mushroom, 15 to 20 degrees Celsius. Next one is your milky mushroom, that is requires 30 to 38 degrees Celsius. Two medicinal mushrooms, that is hericium and shiitake we have introduced, which have more, you can say, remunerative to the farmers, and paddy straw mushroom. These, though these are the location specific production, but we have in our state and many part of the India, it can be grown 6 round the year. Now, second one is, the technology is already very easy. If you see oyster mushroom cultivation, simply 10 kg any substrate, 1 kg spawn, that is processed with the salt sterilization within 1 month you can get the crop. But in the case of button mushroom, it is somewhat difficult because it is a compost farm preparation, and but techniques are available, or you can see say that farmers are very much trained, and that will be seen in the slides. Now, spawn production. Second one is this is most relevant activity in the urban area, because a lab, you can establish a small lab with 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs, and per day you can produce 50 kg minimum and 100 kg maximum. So this is a great opportunity in the rural area. Any entrepreneurs, or you can say any young person, educated person can establish this one. You can see one farmers our lab. She is an icon of the
Dayaram, sir? You're not audible. Dayaram, sir? Srinivas Raju, sir?
Hello, madam.
Yeah, can we stop sharing?
Can we
Can
stop
we-
sharing, ma'am?
Can we do that?
1 minute, madam.
Okay. Yeah, somehow there are connectivity issues from the Dr. Dayaram sir end. So we will look into that session at the end. I think Usha madam is online. Usha Raju madam, are you online?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So Dr. Dayaram sir session has got stuck up. If there is good connectivity, we will take question answer session from him at the end.
Okay.
So are you ready, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
Yeah. So friends, sorry for the little interruption here. We would like to hear or have questions from Dr. Dayaram sir at the end of the session. In the meanwhile, without wasting time, I would like to introduce Srimati P. Usha Raju madam. She will speak on urban gardening. So very real-time practitioner. She is working with so many farmers in the urban areas and also, yeah, mostly in the urban areas. She is doing a lot of waste management. So she will give us a lot of insights. So before I hand over mic to Usha Rani madam, I would like to share her biodata. Yeah. Friends, can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Madam.
Right, right. Yeah. So, I welcome Usha Raju madam. She is a healthcare professional. She is joining from Andhra Pradesh, state of Andhra Pradesh. She is a healthcare professional with experience of over 30 years across business management, administration, and team management. Coming to her experience, she has her own medical nutrition therapy consultancy running since 1993. And right now she is the director of Avani Organics. And she led a pilot project with Andhra Pradesh Agri Marketing Department and Raitu Sadhikara Samsthas to support and market the produce sourced from 100 organic and natural farmers in the Raitu Bazaars. And she is the owner of Urban Eco Farms, helping the urbanites to produce own veggies following 100% natural farming techniques. And also she is a co-founder and treasurer for Diabetes Child Society. She is contributing a lot for children also here, and who is executing the charitable activities in treatment and management of 350 children with diabetes from low society economic group. And she is the founder member Raitu Mitra Trust, promotes natural farming and urban gardening, bridging the gap between farmers and consumers. And also she is a member of the state committee, Go Adharita Prakriti Vyavasaya Sangam. Coming to her professional qualifications, she did her MBA in marketing from Andhra University, Visakhapatnam district of Andhra Pradesh, and post-graduation in nutrition and dietetics, SPMVV, Women's University from Tirupati, and BSc Home Science from St. Joseph College for Women, Andhra University in the AP, and internship in Christian Medical College, Vellore. And she is a certified type 1 diabetes educator from Indian Society for Pediatric and Adolescent Endocrinology. And she's a certified diabetes educator from CMC Vellore, and Diabetes Management and Educator Program, International Diabetes Center, WHO. And she's trained in GCP and regulatory guidelines for CROs. She trained and e-launched by Manage Center for Innovation and Agripreneurship under RKVY Raftar extracurricular activities. And in addition to this, she is also a Himalayan trekker, marathon runner. Congratulations, madam. Cycling and yoga practitioner. And a Green Crusader, she conducted voluntarily over 230 workshops in association with GVMC, APFERWAS Nova, DCI, BCCI Women's Wing, AP Chambers on waste segregation, composting, organic terrace gardening, and urban gardening. And she has got so many awards. To list out, Padma Shri Dr. I.V. Subbarao Raitu Nestam 2023 award for organic farming services received from ex-Vice President Honorable Sri Venkaiah Naidu Garu. I think she has very recently got this award, and she was facilitated by Honorable Sri J.P. Nadda ji, National President BJP, for voluntary work towards solid waste management, terrace gardening, and organic farming. Pudami Putra Award by Gandhi Global Family, Gandhi Gnan Prasistan on the occasion of International Pearls Day. Best Achiever Certificate and Award at the 5th National Conference of Resident Welfare Associations held in Mumbai in recognition for her work in the field of solid waste management. Star Women Entrepreneur, Star of Industry Award by Vizag Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Change of Agent Award by Prajapita Brahmakumaris. Ananda Citizen Best RWA Award for her work in solid waste management. Visishta Seva Puraskaram Award from Vasanta Mohana Foundation. Best Inspirational Award at the AP Federation of Resident Welfare Associations. Peace Award for Best Vegetable Gardening Trainer. Appreciation Award by the Inner Wheel Club Walker, JCI Vizag, BITS Vizag, and a Green Lady of Visakha, and several other institutional awards, which she has not listed out. And a DMDSC Type 1 Diabetes Ambassador Award on behalf of Diabetic Child Society. So these are her contributions. Hope I am audible and I am clear. Now, so madam.
Thank you so much, madam. Dr. Vasanta Garu from EEI, Hyderabad.
One clarification. Did you see the PPT
of
your
PPT?
contributions?
Yes, ma'am. I saw.
Right. So
thank you so much for sharing it so elaborately.
Please go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. Is my PPT visible?
Yes, visible. Usha?
Yes, ma'am. At the outset, I would like to thank Dr. Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu and Dr. Vasanta Garu from EEI Hyderabad for always being there and giving me n number of opportunities every year for this extension education. Thank you so much, ma'am, for inviting me. As ma'am has already given the entire gist of my profile, I don't want to talk about myself again. Directly I'm going for the urban gardening information. First of all, why should we actually bother about urban gardening or
Excuse
terrace
me, Usha
gardening?
Garu. Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Please go to the slideshow mode.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Is this visible, ma'am?
Yes. Please go ahead.
So, as of now, in spite of all the green revolution works that Dr. M.S. Swaminathan Garu has done, we are still having different issues at the nutrition level of Indian children. So, India currently has the largest number of undernourished people in the world. Around 195 million children are suffering with undernourishment, and 4 out of 10 children in India do not meet their full human potential because of chronic undernutrition or stunting. We have a low agricultural productivity in India compared to US and China. The production, distribution, packaging, and consumption always differs, and in spite we have maximum amount of wastage during these processes. So farmers are opting out of farming in search of better opportunities in city. Like all our children are going to higher studies. Even children from farming community want to have better income sources instead of farming. So they are opting out of farming right now. So urban gardening, why should we do and who can do? Anyone without any gender or age disparity can do urban gardening, whether it be ground gardening or balcony or vacant plots or terraces. I basically promote more of urban gardening on the terraces because we can actually utilize the space to the maximum level, and it helps the citizens to keep themselves active and fit. It helps them to maintain weight and good health, gives greater satisfaction, and is a great stress reliever if you're gardening on your terraces or in your urban spaces. When you grow food on your nearby spaces and the transit time is less, the food tastes better when you grow by yourselves and when you cook it immediately, and hence they are very, very nutrient dense. Urban gardening is also very therapeutic. It helps us in stress relieving the depression. And in fact, there were studies which also proved that people who are on Prozac, which is a stress reduction tablet, have reduced their tablet consumption once they have got into gardening. It is a life skill to be taught to children. And recently, one doctor, Rambab Garu from Sakshi, he has shared me a small news yesterday that AP government is planning to introduce gardening concepts right from school age. This is a wonderful initiative if it really happens. So, and it becomes a life skill to the children, which can be used all through their life to produce fresh vegetables or fruits on their terraces or in urban spaces. In case if we are doing our own gardening, we have fresh produce year round. There is no chemical or pesticide as long as we do not use it, and it actually reduces carbon footprint, and we become more environmentally conscious because of the various climatic changes happening all around the world. We start actually using our innovative think box. Out of the way, we try to use the new recipes. We try to do a lot of do it yourself when we actually are doing terrace gardening or balcony gardening, and we start reusing our resources well. The journey of food, which is being wasted. 1/3 of the food that is being produced at farm levels is being wasted, and we can reduce that by growing our own food. What actually taught me to do this is a Hudhud cyclone, which has become an eye-opener. It has actually brought out the human in me. These are the small pictures from my terrace and my corner, house corner. The cyclone has actually devastated the beauty of Vishakhapatnam, and I was literally in tears when I have seen this. And that's when I've taken a decision that I have to do something to this beautiful city. And in whichever way I can contribute, I would like to contribute. So this actually taught me to do my own composting at my house. So I started building soil by converting the kitchen waste into microbial loaded compost, which is called as living soil. So then I started feeding the soil and not the plant. Basically, we all think that plant requires a lot of nutrition, and so we give a lot of nutrition to the plant. But we have to understand that once your soil is healthy, automatically plant draws all its nutrients from the soil. And there is a very good saying that to nurture a garden is to feed not just the body but the soul. So when you are taking care of the plants at your household, it is actually a feed to your soul rather than the plant. So one man's trash can always become your black gold. And this compost making actually impacts more than what we think, and in reducing the landfills. So these are the small practices that I do at my house, and I encourage a lot of citizens to do composting. So basically, we do teach them about aerobic composting, which is composting that we allow in the process of in the presence of air. So the small plastic containers or ready to available commercial bins or pit or trench, which can be dug into your ground, are the basic methods of composting that I encourage customers in the city. And when they have large piles of dry leaves, I also encourage them to do only dry leaf composting by using this pile method, where we layer out all the dry leaves in a huge mesh. And then there is other composting which is called as vermicomposting. For people who have already had a little bit of experience with the aerobic composting, they can actually shift into doing vermicomposting once they get handhold on aerobic composting. And these are the different types of containers that are locally available, which is a kamba, can be easily placed in balconies, three-layer earthen pots, which help in composting. So the easiest method, as I said, is aerobic composting. I would just like to give you a small one-line statement how you can do. It hardly takes 20 seconds of our time every day to do aerobic composting. All that we need is either earthen pot or a plastic container which has holes all around and underneath, so that there is drainage from the plastic container, because plastic containers do not allow air inside. So that's why we need holes all around the container, and drainage ke liye we need a hole under the bin. Whereas these earthen pots have aeration, and at the same time they have small holes, and these also have holes under each bin except the last one. So how we start is just collect kitchen waste from your kitchen and equal quantity of dry leaves anywhere from a park nearby, and a little bit of sour curd or buttermilk. Just 2 spoons of buttermilk will do to kickstart your aerobic composting. So you just layer, first layer in your plastic container or in your earthen pot is first layer of 2 to 3 inches of dry leaves. Second layer is a mixed amount of all your kitchen waste, equal quantity of dry leaves, and 2 spoons of buttermilk. Just mix it and put it into your bin. Close the lid. Keep where you do not have any sunlight or rain falling onto it. And then every day you will repeat the same process of mixing buttermilk with dry leaves and kitchen waste and just add it into your bins. So after 3 to 4 days, you will just churn the entire volume of the content of the container. So that's how the process goes on till the bin is full. So once the bin is full, you will start with the second bin. So if you are using a plastic container, you will start a plastic container, another plastic container which can be kept beside this. So the first bin will take at least 1 month to get a good compost like this, which can be very easily used for your plants. So when we start building a soil with good quantity of compost, that's when you will have good produce. So how do we actually start urban gardening? Urban gardening can be done at any place where you have good amount of sunlight coming into it. So balconies or terraces or windowsill, a small yard where you have a little bit of sunlight coming in and a small patch of sun. So picking the right spot is the main requirement for urban gardening. So this is a small view of my terrace. And if people do not have access for terraces, balconies, or even there's no sunlight into their house, they can still do urban gardening by doing microgreens. This corner right side, there is a small tub which has a food container where we buy food from outside. It's a plastic tub, small tub. Usually coming home with biryani parcels and all. So all you need is to just punch a little bit of holes at the bottom and start your microgreens in your plastic container. Even you don't need any sunlight for this. So working on soil, how do we actually do the potting mix? There should be an equal quantity of red soil, either vermicompost or compost, coco peat or rice husk or coconut fiber. So 3 ratios. That means 1 ratio is red soil, the other one is either compost or vermicompost, the third one is the coco peat or coconut fiber or the rice husk. These have to be mixed in equal proportions. So we usually suggest 1:1:1. So this is the basic potting soil that you require. But apart for that, if you want, you can actually mix up a small quantity of neem cake or Trichoderma viridea, which is locally available in most of the shops. Agriculture shops usually sell that. So this actually helps in reducing the fungal or the viral infections for the plants. So the plants benefit from a nutrient-rich soil. And what are the things that you have to consider before starting your urban gardening is the size of the container, if it is a plant balcony or terrace gardener. If it is a ground gardener, you don't really have to bother about the container size. So size of the container for the plant chosen and the drainage. Yes,
just 1 minute. Prashant, please mute your audio. It is echoing.
Okay. Sorry.
Right. All the participants, I request you to mute your audios. At the end, we will take the interaction. Thank you, Prashant. Usha madam, please go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. So size of the container for the plant, the chosen plant chosen, and the drainage and the material that you are using is very important for when you are working on balcony or terrace gardens. So the containers, this is a 5-liter oil can which I have reused for growing pudina. So anything that can hold soil is good enough to grow something in it, especially in an organic way or a natural way. So the larger the container, the better is your produce. Most of the vegetables or herbs can be grown in containers, which can be placed in windowsills or balconies or on your terraces, or even ground gardening if you think your soil is not at good. So containers that we usually suggest for terrace gardeners or balcony gardeners are pots, planters, or rice bags, empty milk cartons, grow bags, bottles, or any plastic cups or plastic containers, tires that can be reused, bamboo baskets can be used, take away plastic containers. All these can be used to grow your own garden. So the container size actually is important to give you a good amount of produce. So at least 6 to 8 inches pot is required to produce your, all leafy, basic leafy vegetables like salad greens, lettuce, radish, basil, coriander, methi, bush beans, or garlic and onion chives, peas and mint. Minimum of 8-inch size is better for growing these. Then there is a other container like 10 to 12 or 15-inch size is good for creepers like beans, growing carrots or cucumber which grow under the soil, carrots especially. And cucumber is a vine. So the higher the size of the container, the bigger the size of the container, the better. Brinjal, chilies, spinach and tomatoes can also be grown in 10 to 12-inch size. Then the plants like, beetroot, broccoli, ladyfinger, potatoes, sweet corn, all gourds like bottle gourd, ridge gourd, all these things that need at least 6 inches of pot size. But if you have access to 20-inch size, it is all the more better. So how do we fill the pot? See, when you are filling, most of us have a habit of filling the pot and, compacting the soil by punching the container, punching the soil in the container. So be sure your potting mix is uniformly moist before you put it into your pot, and then fill it by fixing on the sides of the pot and not punching in the center of the pot, soil. Don't fill the pot up to the rim. Leave some space for watering and to add mulch. What is mulch? Can anyone tell me? Small quiz for the participants. What is mulch? You can unmute and let me know about it.
Substance or material put to retain the moisture level.
Good, very good. So mulch can be actually any dry leaves or any substance that can cover the soil, topsoil, so that the moisture can be retained and more amount of microbial growth happens inside the soil. When the soil is totally exposed to the sunlight, there is a little bit of reduction in the microbial action and your water requirement increases. So there are two methods of doing that. One is a dry mulch and the other is a live mulch. So I'll talk about the mulch, different types of mulch later. So here, when you are using a container gardening, most vegetables require at least 6 hours of sunlight, minimum 6 hours of sunlight per day. If you have access for 8 hours of sunlight, you can grow, good quantity of gourds like this, bottle gourd, ridge gourd, and other things. And all gourds and lettuce, onions, okra, brinjal, and tomatoes require at least 6 to 8 hours. So ideal space for urban gardening is the terraces. Once you start greening your terraces, the entire city looks so green, especially when you are looking it from the helicopter or from aerial space, from flights, instead of looking into the cemented floors on the terraces. Beans, beetroot, mustard greens, and radish require at least 4 to 6 hours of sunlight. And people who do not have access for good quantity of space of terrace, they can even grow greens, leafy vegetables with 2 to 4 hours of sunlight in their balcony. May I request participants to mute themselves? Thank you. So how do we care for our plants? So caring for our plants is watering just enough to keep the soil moist. Basically, all container gardeners, especially terrace or balcony gardeners, we have a feeling that plants require more amount of water. So we have a tendency to pour more water. But plants do not actually drink water. They just need moisture from the soil. So use just enough quantity of water for watering your plants. Don't overflow the water in your containers. Then mulching, as I said, there are two methods of mulching. One is dry leaf mulching and the other is live mulching. Then regular feeding of some amount of nutrition, just like we need food every day all 3 meals we are eating to keep ourselves nourished. Just like that, plants also require good amount of nutrition at frequent intervals. So regular feeding of cow dung manure, Jivamrutam, which is a concoction made out of cow dung, cow urine, basin, and jaggery with a little bit of good soil from Mother Earth, is all that is required to prepare your Jivamrutam, where you have to ferment it, allow it to ferment, mix all these in 20 liters of water can, and leave it for 3 days, so that is concoction actually helps in microbial growth, and thousands and millions of microbes grow in that, and that Jivamrutam can become good nutrition for your plants. The other one is Ganajivamrutam, which is basically done where you have to store your nutrition solid as a solid. Instead of adding more quantity of urine, cow urine, we reduce the cow urine quantity in Ganajivamrutam, and we actually make little balls or cakes out of it and store it for longer duration. Then there is a home compost that we can use, or a vermicompost that you can buy or make it at home. So these are the nutrition inputs that we usually give for organic farming or natural farming or terrace gardens at regular intervals. For terrace gardens, I suggest them to use for at least once in 15 days. And the next point is pest control. Try to move away from chemical pesticides, because as you know, while you are growing up, maybe you have not heard so many cancer cases, but right now we are hearing cancer cases in almost every individual household. We have one relative or one family member having cancer, some form of cancer. So the pesticides actually, increase our chances of going into cancers, because it is very, very harmful, both pesticides as well as chemicals. Apart for the large quantity of kitchen waste that we are throwing packed in polythene covers into the landfill, that's where actually we are allowing the vegetable waste to mix up with the plastic waste, and dioxides are released and methane is released into the air. That is actually very, very harmful for humans as well as other living organisms. So please move away from pesticides and chemicals which are bought from stores. You can prepare your pesticides or natural nutrients at home. Just like I said, Jivamrutam is the easiest way to prepare nutrition at house. And for the pest control, you can simply make 3 easily done household pest controls. Best is buttermilk. Just leave it out for 1 week or 3 to 4 days. Allow it to become sour, and then use it as spray for your plants. This can be used very often. Especially chilies love these buttermilk diluted in water. Sour buttermilk, they grow very well if you do that. And then you can use sago or the starch water from rice to minimize the mealybug infestation in your plants, which are commonly seen on hibiscus, rose plants, or tomato plants, or bindi. All these plants usually have mealybugs which are white in color. So that can be sago starch or rice starch can be diluted in water, and it can be used as a pesticide. And if your pests, there's huge quantity of pests, let us say, so then you have actually chop off the infested leaves or stems, throw it away from your garden, and then you can either use neem oil mixed in water and soap solution, or you can prepare your own 3G solution, which is garlic, ginger, and green chili concoction made at home. Just grind 5 grams of each. Participants, can you please mute yourself? Thank you. So just mix 5 grams of green chili, then ginger and garlic, grind it in a mixie, mix it in water and leave it for some time overnight, and use that diluted form, 5 ml of this, and rest is 1 liter of water. Spray it on your plants if you have lots of quantity of infestation. And then there's another method of minimizing your pests by doing crop rotation. See, like us, plants also draw their nutrition from the soil. So when they are drawing the nutrition from the soil, if you are using monocrop, automatically the same nutrient is being withdrawn from the soil. So when instead of that, if you're doing crop rotation, even in pots or containers, if you're doing crop rotation, like one season you will grow leafy vegetables, the next season you will be growing root vegetables in the same soil, and the next season you will be growing beans or peas or such kind of vegetables. So that's how we actually do crop rotation. Hence, it will actually encourage the soil to get renewed by the losses of the nutrients from the previous crop. So basically, vegetable cropping, we keep rotating almost every 3 to 4 months, because the vegetable gardening requires, I mean, the shortage, there's a time frame for the vegetables to grow. And then regular pruning is another method of encouraging your plants to grow and flourish well. So whenever there is an off season, try to prune your perennials not during the fruiting season, but during the off season. And then fertile soil consists a high quantity of humus. Humus is nothing but when you participants, please mute yourself. Bhupen Kumar ji, please mute yourself. Thank you. So fertile soil consists of high quantity of humus. When you are actually mulching your soil, it will actually help you maximum quantity of microbial action in the soil. So that's how the fertility also improves in the soil. Biodiversity is another thing which I encourage terrace gardeners to, or balcony gardeners, and even urban gardeners in ground space, to not place all the similar types of plants simultaneously or in one row. Like, we have a habit of putting all rose plants in one row, all brinjal plants in one row, all hibiscus plants in one row, or all bindi in the same place. So when you are doing this kind of gardening, there is a chance of the pest attacking the entire set of plants. I mean, entire set of one variety of plant. So instead of that, mix everything. Just like we mix our saris and blouses, or kurta and pajama, mix your plants and keep them different plants next to each other, so that there is a biodiversity and lots of natural predators come and help you in pest control. Can anyone guess the number of plants in this pot? Unmute yourself.
Two.
Anyone else?
3 types.
200.
Numerous.
Waiting for some more answers.
3 types, ma'am.
4 types, madam.
Some more.
Coriander.
Yes.
Four types.
Cucumber, I think. Rajma, some leafy vegetable.
Okay.
4,
I'm
I
giving
think.
out the answers now. 4 is the maximum that I heard.
6.
4.
6. Can you name the
6,
6?
Ma'am, lettuce,
Okay.
marsa, amaranthus,
Yes.
coriander,
Yes.
mustard,
Yes.
and other cucurbit is there, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Ridge guard.
Ridge guard, ma'am.
Okay. So you gave me 5.
5, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right?
ma'am. 5. Yeah, right, ma'am.
So-
5.
Yeah. 5 varieties of plants are growing in this 100 rupees pot. Just imagine the amount of nutrition that you can withdraw from that. So, yeah, as sir has given out 5 plants, amaranth has come from wind spray of the seeds from another plant. I have not sown the amaranth in that. Okay. I have sown coriander, lettuce, and that ridge gourd. These are the only 3 plants that I have grown in. I have sowed in that pot. The mustard and amaranth have come with wind through wind dispersion from other pots. They have come and settled in this. From the seed, the seeds have been dispersed by the wind. So first, what I do is, this is actually a best example of live mulch. I usually use this method of growing coriander in a pot where I am actually trying to develop or grow large vine or a plant which grows above the pot. So this coriander actually has shade from the plant that will be growing on the top, and I can harvest at least 3 to 4 times of coriander, 3 to 4 times minimum from the same coriander. Just chop and leave the roots inside. Okay. Whereas in this pot specifically, I have as I mentioned, there are amaranth seeds which were dispersed by wind, and there is also mustard seeds which are dispersed by wind. So the first harvest that I would like to do from this pot is the amaranth, because amaranth root actually goes very vertically and it draws maximum nutrition from the soil. So I will actually pull out all the amaranth from this without leaving the roots. Then I will use the mustard leaves. Then I will be using coriander as well as lettuce as per my household requirement. Meanwhile, the ridge gourd will go up and it will actually give a good shade for the coriander to regrow in that. So when a single pot of 100 rupees can give you so much of nutritious vegetables, why not do urban gardening or terrace gardening? Please do that. So this is a companion plant list that we usually mix and match in the same pot. Beans can be grown along with carrots, cabbage, cauliflower, cucumber, corn, and marigold, whereas they are very, very bad when you are growing them with garlic, onions, tomatoes, and peppers. So do not mix beans with garlic, onion, tomatoes, and peppers. Beetroot grows very well with broccoli, lettuce, and onion, but they don't go well with beans. Eggplants grow very well with beans, capsicum, potato, spinach, and peppers. Eggplant is nothing but your brinjal. And peas grow very well with beans, carrots, corn, cucumber, radishes, turnips, spinach, mint, and potatoes, but they don't grow well with onion family. The potatoes are grown very well with beans, corn, cabbage, peas, and brinjal, but they don't mix well with cucumbers and tomatoes. Spinach grow very well with strawberry, cauliflower, eggplant, and radish. And spinach can be grown as a companion plant with most of the vegetables apart from this. Tomatoes grow very well, especially with basil, and then you can mix and match with spinach, carrot, marigold, and garlic, but they are very bad companions with corn and potato and cabbage. Onions are good for broccoli, cabbage, carrots, strawberry, beets, and tomatoes, but they don't go well with beans and peas. The reason of suggesting companion plants is, when you're growing these companion plants that are good companions with the main vegetable, they grow, symbiotical relationship will be there, and they grow very well even as companions because they don't draw the same nutrients from the soil. Whereas the bad companions draw the same nutrients from the soil, and basically they become competitive to each other. So both the plants will not grow very well in that pot. So as was given in the initial introduction of myself, Avani Organics and Urban Eco Farms are two ways that we are connecting the consumers to the farmers. We help consumers to gain their health through access to fresh vegetables, fruits, and all groceries that are required for our kitchen. We run a subscription-based natural farm veggies delivered to their doorstep. Fruits and groceries can be sent through online deliveries. We help you set up your terrace gardens and composting units. So this is a phone number that I'm accessible at for Visakhapatnam especially, but all groceries we can deliver it for other outstation places also. So all the pictures that are shown in my PPT are from my terrace only. So this is turmeric that I grow on my terrace. The center picture, I have turmeric enough for my entire year. I produce all the turmeric from my terrace only. The Shankapushpam leaves and the flowers are used for as antioxidants for my health of the family. This is Panaganti leaves on the left side, very high in nutrition, but most of us do not use. Very, very easy to grow also. All that you have to do is just put a stick or a stem in the soil and it just flourishes like anything. And once in 15 days, you just give it some nutrition. All these are herbal medicines that we can use or get from the house itself when you grow by yourself. So these are few fruits that are grown on the terrace. And most of us do not use arbi leaves, which are very, very rich in nutrition. There's an excellent dish that you can prepare by stuffing basin flour in between two leaves and rolling it and steaming it and then sauteing it in a little oil. It becomes a very crispy snack for evening and very nutritious. Children will love this if you give them in the evening as a snack instead of your burgers, pizzas, and such kind of stuff. So I also grow mustard on the terrace so that bees are attracted and they actually help to pollinate my other plants instead of doing hand pollination. I encourage a lot of biodiversity on the terrace. That's how most of the work that I have to do personally reduced. This is a concoction that I made from Shankapushpam flowers, which becomes a very high in antioxidants and helps me in keeping fit and healthy. So these are the again different vegetables grown on my terrace. Fruits. This is mango. This is cherries. For the humidity levels that we have in Visakhapatnam, if I'm able to raise cherries also, I think anyone can grow anything all over the world. This is again dragon fruit. And I have a huge visitor for my terrace. There's a squirrel family which stays on my terrace. And it actually got used to all sorts of vegetables and fruits. And it munches out on anything. Also, I don't mind the squirrel eating out most of the produce also because we live symbiotically. I mean, I encourage them to eat something and then they leave something for me. So it's small view from my terrace. So I've conducted around 230 plus workshops all over the city of Visakhapatnam and nearby places. To encourage consumers or customers in the city, urbanites in the city, to follow good composting practices and to grow their own vegetables. I do conduct workshops for children in schools also, and they are welcome to my terrace to have a hands-on experience. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I'm open for questions.
You can stop sharing your PPT. Friends, the session is open for discussion. You can interact with Madam. If you have any doubts.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
This my Dadam plant, the flowers falling down. So can you suggest what to do?
What plant, sir?
This is Dalima fruit.
Pomegranate, I think.
Okay.
Pomegranate, sorry. Yes.
Yeah. So basically, if you have a combination of all other plants where you allow bees to come to your terrace, bees or butterflies, then that's when actually pollination happens. Unfortunately, we are using so much of pesticides and chemicals. All the bees and butterflies and other, natural birds and other things which help us in pollination are dying. So that's why your plants may drop the flowers also, and it will not end up in fruit. So minimize or completely avoid using pesticide. Go towards
no.
natural farming.
I am not using any pesticides on that. Only this neem oil, and also this compost only I am using.
Okay. So maybe you can start using Jeevamrutam as a spray. It will encourage more amount of flowering, and simultaneously when you see the flowering, give nutrition to the soil, and hopefully it will give you good amount of fruit. But even if you are not using any pesticide, the nearby places, if there's a lot of pesticide usage, it will still come and affect your plants.
Because my house in such a way, this my surrounding almost 3-4 kilometer forest is there. So lot of pollinators are coming, but I don't unable to understand why this is happening.
Sir, Bhupen sir,
Yes, sir.
what is your exact problem? Is it the flower drop or fruit drop?
Fruit is coming, but very small fruit it is dropping.
Yes, that is due to lack of nutrition only. So what are the
not-
things you are using?
Correct.
What are the organic
Compost I am
manures you
using.
are using, sir?
Compost, this vermi compost I am using with neem khali and this mustard khali.
Mustard?
This mustard powder is coming, no?
Okay.
And neem powder also coming.
Okay. No, those
So
are
these
pest repellents, neem powder and all, but basic nutrition you have to give, na? So in that context, Usha madam,
yes,
you please explain what are the nutrients you are giving from starting to last.
Okay.
As you rightly said, Usha madam, if it is the flower drop, it may be due to the lack of pollinators, but sir issue is the dropping of small fruits.
Okay.
Lack of nutrition. Yeah,
Yeah.
please go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah. So basically, sir, every stage of the growth of the plant, you require to give some quantity of nutrition. Apart for giving it regular nutrition at every 15 days, is it in a container or is it in a ground, your plant?
I have this. We are having had this 1,000 liter water tank. So that water tank, half tank I have cut and then I have grown.
Okay. So basically, it is in a container, right?
Yeah, big container.
So most of the times, if we are overwatering, also your fruit might drop.
Okay.
So there, you have to check your water input and nutrition input also. You have to check. Once the flower starts, give it nutrition at regular intervals, maybe once in 15 days minimum. And then if you can give it in liquid form, like I said, Jeevamrutam actually helps to improve the soil nutrition, and the microbial action will help the plant to draw nutrition from the soil.
Okay.
Usha
Thank you, madam.
Can you please explain how to make this Jeevamrutam also?
Yeah. So Jeevamrutam procedure is very, very simple. 1 kg for terrace gardeners, I'm just giving in smaller quantities. Collect 1 kg of desi cow dung, 1 liter of desi cow urine, 250 grams of basin, which is called as our Bengal gram flour, and 250 grams of jaggery. Okay. And a handful of soil from a huge tree anywhere near your house or from a farm where the soil should be active soil. Okay, so collect that, and all these 5 ingredients, you mix it into a drum which has around 20 to 30 liters of capacity. Add 20 liters water into it and cover it with a gunny bag and keep it in shade.
Okay.
Rain should not fall on that and sunlight should not fall on that. Keep it in shade. Every day, once every day at least, maybe 1 or 2 minutes, mix the entire content with a stick or with a ladle or something, and cover it again and keep it for 3 days like that. You repeat the same procedure of mixing the entire content. And after
Okay.
the third day, you can actually filter the liquid,
Hmm.
1 liter liquid and 10 liters of water, mix it and spray it onto your plants to reduce pesticide or to increase floral action. And then you
Okay.
can feed it as a soil nutrition into your soil when you're watering. So on every 15 days, you can use this Jivamrutam. 1 liter of
Okay.
Jivamrutam that is prepared and allowed to decompose for 3 days. From the 4th day, you will just strain it and use it. 1 liter
Okay.
mixed in 10 liters of water.
I should not put in the soil, only spray.
You can put it in soil also. On that
Okay,
day,
okay.
you can avoid regular watering. And
Okay,
you
madam.
can just mix it in this 1 liter in 10 liters of water and use this as a nutrition and water also.
Okay, okay. Thank you, madam.
And say suppose you have any leftover quantity in the prepared mixture, it can be
Okay.
used for up to 14 days. The
Okay.
Jivamrutam that is prepared once after 3 days of decomposition, you can use it until the 14th day. Suppose let us
Okay.
say there's 5 liters left in your container again. Instead of
Okay.
throwing it out, you can add a little bit of jaggery again into it, allow it for one more day of decomposition, and you are actually encouraging microbial growth again in that, and that liquid can again be used for your plants.
Okay, okay. Okay.
So don't
Thank you,
waste your fresh nutrition.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Bhupen sir, I would like to add one thing here. Actually, these Jivamrit, Ganjivamrit, the Panchagavya, etc. are not like urea or DAP. When you put on one day, next day, you can't find an excessive growth. So over a period of time, slowly they will bring changes in the soil ecosystem and plant ecosystem also.
Yes.
So
Okay.
from beginning onwards, you have to use them regularly like this.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Right. So if you want to know, have you noted down the dosages or would you like to?
Yeah. Whatever madam told me, I just noted in my notebook.
Okay. So we will share
with
her
my
number
diary.
also. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, madam.
Right. And what are the other organic concoctions you are using, Usha madam?
We basically use mostly Jivamrutam only for terrace gardenings. Easy to do that. But other concoctions are sour buttermilk we use regularly, especially for chili plants. If you want, I can just run to my terrace and show my terrace live.
Yeah, why not? If the connectivity is okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. So this Jivamrutam, liquid Jivamrutam and Ghana Jivamrutam are very much used by the farmers also in the field level in the rural areas. So the application of this Jivamrutam after a weeding is giving very good results. Of course, Panchagavya is a costly affair because it uses the cow ghee, but these Jivamrutams are very effective. Only thing is they give the result over a period of time, not instantaneously. That we should remember.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah, so madam is, so all the best, Bhupen sir, for your pomegranate fruiting. What other crops you have?
Then I have drumstick.
Okay.
Then other flowers also I am having. Then recently jamun and this amrut.
Yeah.
That two I have grown.
Okay.
But it is in a small stage now. 2 months back only I have.
Yeah, just like children, we have to take care of them, sir. It is not that at the time of planting we give some manure and forget it. No.
Yeah. No,
So
no.
for every 10 days, 15 days, we should give some or other kind of nutrition to that. Then it will do good.
Actually, one thing I want to tell you.
ಅದನ್ನ ಸರ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ನನ್ನ ಅರ್ಧ ಆಯುಷ
Nilakanta sir, please mute your audio.
Madam, showing the plans of terrace.
Yeah.
So this is the banana tree.
Okay.
In grow bag, HDP grow bag.
Srinivas Raju sir, Neelakanta sir, the mute chaira. Neelakanta sir, the mute chaira. Okay, thank you, sir. Madam, please go ahead.
Yeah, this is the ridge god. We call this as the Nethibira in Telugu. This is the cherry plant. We have dragon fruit finished on harvested already. So, and this is a banana plant tree. It's ready, almost growing very well. It's a fruit type, mukri plant antamu. And
Okay.
I have a combo of companion plant as Ponnaganti in the same bag.
Mhm.
So this is bok choy.
Mhm.
I use them for salads. These are different herbs, green leafy vegetables. I grow pineapple also on terrace in containers. Tomatoes are growing.
Usha,
And this
madam,
is
1 minute. 1 minute.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Friends, participants, if you want to see it in a larger mode, please go to the layout option on the top of your screen, and in that press side by side. Then you can see a big screen of Usha madam, because she's showing us her entire terrace. Go to the layout and choose the side by side view. Then you can see a bigger image. Yeah, please go ahead. It's very beautiful, Usha madam.
Yeah, this is the mango tree, small container. Because the container size is very less, I have reused a plastic container and allowed it to grow a little. I prune it regularly every year, so it remains short but still gives me a little bit of fruit. Every year I get at least 10 fruits from that tree. This is a ridge god, as I showed you. Here I have all the dondakai already
Senior.
harvested today. Yeah. So this is a small pomegranate plant in container again. All these are container gardening only. So this is basil, Thai basil, which I mostly use for making pesto sauce. I grow lychee also in my containers. So these are the lychee plants. This is a cherry plant. The dragon fruit is there. This is the turmeric plants, again grown in those 100 rupees pots. Pot size is less, but see how healthy the plant is. I have not watered them for the past 2 days. So they survive because there's good amount of shade.
Very good. I think we can see some kind of arrangement for water drainage also.
Yes, ma'am. So this is pudina. Fresh pudina from terrace every day. This is red gongura.
Yeah.
So all amaranth. This is the arbi leaves, colocasia leaves that I use for sauteing and making snacks and curries.
Very
And
nice.
this is capsicum plant growing healthy, tomato, and here I have few capsicum. See the container size, it is just 20 liters, and I have almost 3 in that. And these
So
are
for
actually, yeah,
for
these
all
are
these,
yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
please go ahead.
These plants, we usually see them everywhere on roadsides also. And these leaves are actually used for dals. Most of us do not know that. So you can use them for cooking. Gaddi pool antam kani, but we can use them and eat them. Very nutritious again.
Okay. So for all these things, you use only Jivamritam? Egg amino acid,
90%.
fish amino acid, you are not using?
Nothing, ma'am. No, I'm not using any amino acids. I'm only using home compost, which is done on my terrace. and I use Jeevamrutam often.
Okay, home
that also
compost
I
at the
only
time of
prepare.
planting?
Yeah, from the time of planting, I mean, while doing the first sowing or transplantation of the sapling, I make sure that I use good amount of compost in the ratio of 1:1:1. And then every 15 days, I give Jeevamrutam or compost again.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is kale, which is a superfood, but not usually found here. I'm able to grow this because there's a lot of shade from other plants, and I use this for smoothies. And this is a sapota plant which gives me hundreds of fruits. Now it is just in budding stage again for the next crop. And this
Okay.
is that sorrel, gongura.
Sorrel, yeah.
Yeah. So most of the plants or most of the food for my house, I get it from the terrace only. At least 60 to 70% I get it from here. So if I'm able to do this, I think everyone can do this. Right?
Being having agriculture background.
I'm not from agriculture background. I'm just a nutritionist. All that I'm interested is in having good food.
Not
That's
about
all.
you, not about you, about the participants I'm
Yeah.
telling.
Yes. Yes. So they have better knowledge about what plant requires. I don't have that knowledge, but I'm able to do this. So I think if you start doing it, you will definitely grow much better than.
Madam, I have two questions. Hello.
Yeah, Mukta.
Madam, I have two questions. Basically, I saw some arrangement for drainage there. My question was that in terrace farming, major problem is the leaking of water into the into the houses. So how do you manage that in such a large amount if you are growing such large amount of plants?
Yeah. So basically, all that we require is 1 second. I'll just give a reminder. I think it's echoing. Is it okay?
No, I think because two of them have unmuted, that is the reason why. Let me.
Am I audible now?
Yes, you
Yes,
are
ma'am.
audible.
So basically what we do is we don't allow the pots to sit directly on the surface of the terrace. We have stands on which we place all our pots. So there's no direct contact of water stagnation on the terrace under the pots. That is one thing that we encourage terrace gardeners. Put them on a higher platform, whether it is a plastic stand or iron stand or GI pipe stand, whatever facility they have, let them put it on the top. And before starting your terrace gardening, make sure that your terrace does not have any stagnation of water during rains. See, if you during a heavy rainfall, if you go and observe your terrace, if the water is directly going and flushing out into the exit pipe of the terrace, that means the drainage pipe from the terrace, that is when your terrace is good enough for terrace farming or terrace gardening. So, but if in case you observe any stagnation, that means if the slope is not right, there will be stagnation at some points. So get it rectified before you start your terrace garden. And another, see, if your building is very old and you want to start it now.
How, madam? How, Usha, madam? How to get it rectified? By applying
only
leakage proof.
civil engineers can do that, madam.
Leakage proof they can go for, na?
Yeah,
They
that's
can
what
go for leakage proof.
that's the next step that I'm talking about. So
Okay.
in case if your building is old and you cannot get it rectified, then maybe you can do waterproofing before you start your terrace.
Okay.
So these are the things. I mean, if your terrace is new or if you're just shifting into a new building, make sure you do this first and then start your terrace garden.
Okay, madam. My other question is, since you have grown, you previously showed the good combinations and the bad combinations of plants
Yes,
to grow in a container. But when
Yeah.
you're growing such large amount of crops, and it becomes like a type of ecosystem there, and
Yeah.
I think if a certain plant is susceptible to some pests or diseases, some pest attack is there, and it
Yes.
easily spreads to other plants also. So how
Yeah.
to manage that pest?
Yeah.
How to
Yeah.
control that situation?
Yeah, I got it. See, basically now my terrace is been there for almost from 2009 onwards, and during 2014 entire terrace has been damaged, so I rebuilt it everything. And every season when I'm recropping or repotting, I make sure that there is good amount of nutrition in the soil that I'm mixing. Okay, I don't change my soil. Most of the gardeners do that. I don't change my soil. I only amend my soil often. Okay, so when you're sowing it, like say suppose the pots that you have seen right now, the white pots, they have been sown last month, because I'm shifting the plants from rainy season to winter season. So now I start all the winter crops like capsicum, tomatoes, such kind of crops. So when I'm doing that, I make sure there is good amount of compost added to the soil, and every 15 days I make sure that I give it some amount of liquid nutrition. And if there is amaranth or other plants growing in the same, like I said, when I do repotting, the air dispersal of soil seeds will happen. Either mustard or amaranth keeps growing in every pot. So I love them to grow for a little time. And I harvest the small shoots. I mean, small amaranth. I remove off the entire thing, and then sow other greens like either palak or pudina or onion, garlic pods, onion seeds, or maybe sometimes I match them with coriander seeds, like that. So first, initially, when I've changed the pot, I will not sow the second one.
Okay.
So there is a difference between the growth time of each plant, right? So I make sure that I match it accordingly. And then if there is a cross contamination from one plant to another, like I said, if you have bindi, which is highly infested with mealybug, the leafy vegetables don't usually get mealybug. Plants, I mean, the pests have a different, interest for each plant. Like mealybug is very common for tomatoes and bindi plant. So they usually attack those plants only, and we don't usually see them on leafy greens. Leafy
Yeah, but
greens,
they
we
attack.
usually have
Yeah,
mealybugs
but
don't.
custard apple and sapota
Yeah, they
also.
attack. They do that.
Yeah.
So every 15 days, if you are having a preventive pest management, like either spraying Jivamrutam onto your plants, or you can even use plain cow dung if you're not cow urine. If you're not able to use prepare Jivamrutam, just get cow urine, store it in your house. The older, the better. Even if you get 5 liters cow urine and store it in shade, the higher the duration that you store, the higher the potency that it will have. So just 5 ml of cow urine, mix it in 1 liter of water, use it as a preventive spray for all your plants. It will not harm your plants. It will actually prevent pest attack to your plants. But whenever you see a pest on any plant, make sure you remove that infested part, throw it away, and then spray again. And each pest will have different choice of plant, and aphids will usually come to mostly chili plants or beans variety plants, or even brinjal. We see pests, aphids on that, and we don't see aphids on other plants like tomato. So that's how whenever you're walking on your terrace or near your pots, have an observative eye, a keen observation. Just flip the leaf and check for the leaf under, so that you will notice pest attack as soon as you get it. And especially after rains, make sure you feed your plants well, because it is a container garden. All the nutrition drains out into your drainage pipe if you have heavy rains. So immediately we have to give it some nutrition.
Okay.
And if the soil has good nutrition, your plants thrive well, lesser amount of pest attack.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
One thing, Mukta, I would like to tell for all the terrace gardeners or any gardeners or urban gardeners, this terrace gardening or urban farming is not for the lazy people. It is only for the enthusiastic and interested people. They have to go and observe the plants daily, as rightly said by Usha madam.
Yes,
Always observation, just peeping underside of the leaf and removing that egg mass or the larval mass. Usage of the hand is the best thing.
Yes.
Followed by rest of the methods.
Yes. Okay.
So unfortunately, we find some of the terrace gardeners or urban gardeners using the chemical pesticides again. So why we are beating our head so many times to avoid the chemicals? Again, if they are using on the terraces, terrace gardening, where they are consuming directly, then what is the purpose of this terrace farming or urban farming for the safe food? So I recommend all the people not to use any chemicals in your self-produced food. Instead, try to be attentive, observe the pest population, and take the natural methods of control. If you do the prevention or do the control at the very initial stages, definitely it gives a good control along with nutrition. Yeah. So, right. Then any other questions?
Madam, I have 2 questions.
Yeah, who is that? Can you please introduce yourself?
I'm Anamala from the Horticulture Department, Karnataka.
Okay. Right.
Madam, my question is to Usha ma'am. Is there any chart you have prepared for season-wise grown vegetables?
I actually follow the online available chart, but right now, now I almost have the experience to judge what plant can grow well in which season. So what I usually do is during summers, we don't get much of leafy vegetables except for amaranth and palak. So I don't sow pudina, coriander seeds in summer. I only sow them after October. Sometime end of September and October. Pudina grows well. But in case if I want to grow pudina in summers, especially with our humidity levels, I make sure that it has shade and I put them under the stands, under the pots that are there on the top of the stands, and I put this pot under the stand so that it has the shade, and I give it mist of these either concoctions that I make, or watering is done with mist, so that moisture is absorbed and it will actually have a small environment created similar to October temperatures. But unfortunately now even October is so bad in Visakhapatnam. Even now we are forced to use ACs.
Yes. Ma'am, another question is, other than Jivamruta, what are the other organic sources you are using to supplement the potash?
Banana leaf is usually used for in my compost. So basically when I add good quantity of compost for all the pots, at least frequent introduction of compost to the plants once in 15 days, I don't use any other store-bought nutrition. But people usually buy store-bought nutrition also. I don't use that. As I said, my intervention on the terrace is very minimal now because I allow it to happen through nature.
Yeah. So
just feed, just water.
Jivamrutam is sufficient.
Yeah, Jivamrutam is good enough for me, and compost is good enough for me. I'm not giving any other. And I also have vermicompost bin at home. So that also we add once in a while. So I don't usually buy anything from outside. So that's how I'm able to manage. And my intervention, as I said, sparrows come and clean out all the pests. I don't even do the regular spraying nowadays because I'm busy with so many activities. I am just going and harvesting from the terrace. Potting time, I am sure that I spend a lot of time. But every day I just observe everything, try to remove the pest as soon as I see it. But otherwise, I'm just not spraying anything.
Okay,
But
madam.
you know, for starters, I think all these steps have to be
Yes.
followed. You know, Jivamrutam spraying, or
Yes,
at least
yes.
till your soil is good and
Yeah.
it is allowed to take care of itself.
Yes, ma'am. Another thing, ma'am, have you observed this shelf life of these organic vegetables? Any improvement? I mean, shelf life, keeping
See,
out
most of the urban gardeners, they have a tendency to harvest everything on the same day. What I do is, if I'm cooking bridge gourd today, how much ever I require, I harvest only that. And the taste is so good. If you
Good.
harvest and cook it on the same day, there's zero nutrition loss and your taste is amazing. So you get hooked to that feeling of, you know, eating those fresh vegetables. I don't usually harvest and store unless there is huge harvest, you know, and I had to store. But because we are also growing in farms, the harvested leafy vegetables have very short life. I mean, we cannot retain the freshness in the leafy vegetables. That I have observed because we are delivering to the homes also. So customers usually complain that leafy vegetables have wilted, madam. So we have to explain to them that because there is zero chemical, zero pesticide, especially zero chemical, we are not able to retain the freshness unless we use some special technique for packing, which we don't want to use, because it is, again, we are encouraging more amount of plastic usage.
Yeah.
So what we tell them is, even if your vegetables are a little bit of wilted, because they are grown organically in natural farms without use of any chemicals and pesticides, the nutrition level is comparatively very high when compared to the pesticide grown vegetables. So if wilted also, they are much safer and much more nutritious and tastier when compared to the pesticide grown vegetables. So please don't throw them and use them. That's what we say. And I think most of our customers have accepted the fact that we cannot really retain the freshness of leafy vegetables for longer duration, especially from natural farms.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
And one more thing, Usha madam, that our attitude and lookout over consuming the vegetables that are looking very fresh, that should be changed, in fact.
Yes.
So
We have been addressing that for a very long time, but now I think a good number of consumers who are taking vegetables from us have accepted that fact. But new entries will always have this question. So they keep posting us questions. They keep shouting at the delivery boy, in the Odlipaini teeskochavu ala. But then we call them back and we tell them the fact that, you know, you cannot really, and even while booking the subscription form, we will usually inform them. But the person that we have informed may not have conveyed the same message at the household. The elder generation, they usually shout at the, you know, delivery boy. So we try to address that again and call them back and inform them that this is the process that we follow, and you know, it takes really pain from the farmer's side to maintain zero pesticide and zero chemical. So you are getting the best nutritious vegetable, please use them. That's how we are trying to, you know, take this forward.
Yeah. So a lot of awareness need to be created in the consumers also.
Yes.
Regarding
Yes.
yeah, how the organic produce appears. So yeah. So any other question?
Hello, ma'am. This is Rupa Innes from Horticulture Department.
Yeah, please go ahead, Rupa madam. Yeah, I think her audio got disconnected. Any other questions? So Rupa, you can please put your message in the chat box so that we can get answer from Usha madam. So if no one is having any questions, let us switch on to the next speaker, D. Kishore. Kishore sir, are you online? Yeah, very good. So the next, thank you, Usha madam. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences. And we never expected that your garden tour also is flawless without any interruptions in the connectivity. Excellent it is.
Thank you so
So-
much. My pleasure. Thanks.
Thank you.
For the opportunity.
Yeah, this kind of awareness or interaction is much needed. Thank you so much, Usha madam. Yeah, okay. So now let us start the next interaction with Sri D. Kishore, who came to this webinar and joined us to share his experiences on one of the interesting topic and a better livelihood for the urbanites, that is on bonsai cultivation. So he is doing like it's a passion for him and he is into this field for decades. So earlier we didn't have his introduction and we are happy that we got introduced to such a kind of experienced man in bonsai cultivation. So before I hand over the mic to him, I would like to share his biodata briefly. Where is my? Yeah. So friends, can you see my PPT?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, madam.
Right, right.
Yes,
right.
madam.
Yes, madam.
Right. So we welcome Kishore Duvigaru from the state of the Andhra Pradesh. Earlier, he worked as the regional manager in ICICI Bank for almost 16 years. And currently he is into construction business and running a successful bonsai garden in Visakhapatnam district of the Andhra Pradesh state. He is a master trainer in bonsai, trained by international masters. And he is pursuing this bonsai art for the last 25 years. And he has won national awards also in this bonsai cultivation. And he is also running a YouTube channel for beginners in bonsai. I think it is in Telugu language. I'm not sure. We'll find out whether any English language is also available in this. And Duvvi Bonsai Garden in the state of Andhra Pradesh is the largest bonsai garden in the state. And in addition, he is also conducting several bonsai classes and workshops to spread this art to enthusiasts. Then I request Mr. Kishore not only sharing his experiences regarding the bonsai cultivation, I would like to know at the end of the session, so how like the rural urban consumers or the urban entrepreneurs are looking towards the bonsai cultivation and what are the business opportunities for this? So kindly enlighten us on this. Please go ahead, Kishore sir.
Yeah, I'm audible, madam. First.
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah, okay. Okay, good afternoon, friends. This is Kishore Dubey. And before I go into my presentation, first of all, I would like to thank our director, Jaganmohan Reddy Garu, and Vasanta Madam, the professor, for giving this wonderful opportunity. Okay, and this type of a webinar I'm participating first time. But I conducted a lot of workshops and demos locally. This is just as Madam brief about me. I worked for ICICI for 16 years. I worked national. I won a lot of national awards, and I worked under, trained under many bonsai international masters. I have a garden, bonsai garden in Visakhapatnam. I think this is the largest. Why? Because we have around 2,000 bonsais in this, and species around 200 nationally and internationally. We have different species, and parallelly, I'm running a YouTube channel which is called Kishore Dubey, and this channel talks about for beginners. I'm briefing about the bonsai, how to make in all the step by step in all stages. Okay, you can refer to that channel. If any people doesn't understand or you have any doubt, you can go to, this is my WhatsApp number. You can write down to me directly. You can ask me a question. I can clarify it on this. Okay. And in this app, I think I did some shorts for in English also for people who are not understanding Telugu. I'm doing now shorts for in English. Okay. That's coming to this. These are the masters. I just learned my basics as well as my advanced thing. Mr. Robert Steven from Indonesia and Peter Chan from United Kingdom and Mr. Budi Silvestre from Indonesia. There are a lot of books on, you will find a lot of books in the market on bonsai. They are very renowned masters. And coming to that, just, okay, my slides are not moving. Just take a second. Dolly? It's not moving. एक second, no? Sorry. Okay. Okay. Children, Dolly, come here. This is not moving. You need to get the window shut off. Okay. Okay, just I work with international masters like Mr. Peter Chan. I'm learning a lot of advanced techniques and won the national award here. Okay, and with Mr. Budi, I learned all the basics, and I won a national award from Robert Stewart from Indonesia. And just coming to the background, see, today we are going to talk about bonsai, how we make, and what is the benefits. Okay, bonsai cultivation and its benefits. So coming to that background part, bonsai is the name is Japanese word, a simple line for making you simple. Bon is nothing but a shallow pot, and sai is nothing but a tree. Okay, in Japanese word. So put together, it's a tree growing in a shallow pot is nothing but a bonsai. That's a simple. I think I'm audible. Okay, please confirm it if I'm audible. Okay, coming to the history part. Okay, coming to the history part, this art was started in China. Those days they used to call as a punsai. Then gradually it was became familiar as a painting art. Okay, in China in 1700 AD. Then it's moved to Japan in 11th century, and in Japan they used to take as a culture in Japan, and they used to feel as a lucky plant, and it has become very famous in this art in Japan. And then in 12th century, because I'm not focusing on this much, because you get lot of information on YouTube also, you can Google it. And in India in 12th century, as a Vaman Vriksha Kala, we started. But as per my sirs who taught me this art, they used to tell this, we didn't patent this. Our Ayurvedic, we have before this Chinese and Japanese, we used to use as a Ayurvedic, we used to bring lot of species from Himalayas in a small containers, which they used to call as a bonsai, but we didn't patent it, we didn't own it. So this art is called as Vaman Vriksha. It's not actually, as per my opinion, this is, we are the first to start, because our Ayurvedic is way back, and even in our Vedas and even Ramayana, you can see a lot of Tulsi plants, Vapa, whatever it is, Vapa means neem. These all are there before this, and they used to bring from Himalayas, and they used to spread as a medicinal plants. Okay, this coming to that next objective of the bonsai art is simple. See, why I'm dealing with this, please understand. Bonsai art is not that doing something, it's a tough or something. It's simple, resembling the nature and make it small and beautiful and simple. Simple. See, I'll tell you again. Bonsai should be small and beautiful, and we should resemble the nature. Resembling the nature in the sense, suppose you see in nature a big tree, which you like it, a beautiful tree, that you will be resembling it in a small pot, you will be copying it. Okay, and if you take a photograph of the original tree and you take a photograph of bonsai, then if you crop the pot, the both should look similar. That's called resembling the nature. So actually people do wiring, twisting and all this. That's not the bonsai. Bonsai art is simple. Like what you find in the shapes or styles in the nature, we should resemble and we should grow in a small pots. It's called as a bonsai. This is art. Okay. As an artist, what you need to have is simple. First is bonsai is not comes under a gardening. It's completely it's a art. Bonsai is an art form. So we need a creativity to create because it's an artistic way. We need to have an artistic view as well as a creative mind to create a bonsai masterpieces. Okay. Coming to that, I'm loud enough just because I'm not able to understand. I'm loud enough. Clear? Yes, sir. Okay. So the next is we should have an artistic way and creative. And the TIP, I written myself this TIP. What is TIP is in this today's world, we don't have one thing is that is time. Okay, T is nothing but time. See, when my father's time, they used to see a cricket match. If you take example, a cricket match, they used to watch 5 days, matches for 5 days. Then at my age, I started watching a 50 hours match. Now my son is only seeing a 20 hours match. He's not interested to see a 5 days match. It's for him boring. Okay. You take even today YouTube videos. If you take, people used to see 1 hour, then it is 20 minutes. Then they started seeing only 8 minutes to 5 minutes. Now they are seeing only a shorts and reels. Why? Because they don't have time. They feel that shorts is okay, good and informative, and they're watching only 1 minute videos. Okay. This is what I'm worried. If you want to be a bonsai artist, first you have to dedicate some time for this art. It can't be like any other, you just put water and just forget. It can't be possible. It's an artistic way. You should take care, you should maintain, you should regularly follow and time to time. So time is the first thing. And second thing, I is nothing but the interest. People feel that bonsai I can buy from the market and I can just grow inside. That's not possible. And if you see a neighbor is having a good bonsai and you feel that, okay, they are having, I should have one. Even that is also wrong. You should have first interest, then only, because bonsai is a long commitment. It's not 1 day or 6 months or 1 year. It's a long commitment. Today, if you Google it, some trees are 1,000 years old, 100 years, 50 years. It's a long commitment. It's a lifetime commitment. Once, if you have interest only, please adopt it. Otherwise, you can't. Okay. Then third point is P, patience. Why I'm saying patience is, see, if you take a terrace garden or vegetable farming or anything, it can be 6 months, 4 months, 3 months, or max 1 year. But this particular thing is to make a bonsai from small cutting to a bonsai. Minimum to minimum, it will take 3 to 5 years. Minimum. So you understand how much patience people should have. To do this art, you need to have a lots of patience. Okay. Then the last 2 points, just from my side, I want to suggest for the bonsai lovers. There need to be a family support, because see, I'll tell you, for growing this good garden, big garden today, definitely I should thank my family for supporting this. Family, without family support, it's very difficult. Simple like taking care. If you have a baby, or taking care of baby, suppose you want to go, you can't leave baby at home. So the baby, you will ask your parents or your grandparents to take care of. Similar way, bonsai also, if you are going out, somebody should be there to take care of it, because it's expensive and it is valuable. Okay. So this is the thing. I think I'm understood. I'm clear on this. Now, coming to the bonsai main topic, cultivation of bonsai. Cultivation of bonsai is simple. I made it simple for you in 4 parts. First is, people are worried bonsai from where to get, how to get, where will be, how it will be available, how expensive it is. These are things they have. Selecting a suitable stock is the first chapter I'll be talking about. Next, selecting a suitable style. Once you get from a nursery or some other place, once you after getting it, you should know how to style, how to give a shape to it. This is the second chapter. For giving a style, the third chapter is very important. You need some techniques like wiring techniques, pruning techniques, and you should know regularly how to do a potting and repotting. This is the thing. Three things are required to give a proper shape and make a bonsai. These three chapters are one part. Okay. People think once you make a bonsai, that's it. We are done. It's not. It's the beginning. I can tell you, it's the beginning. See, I'll quote one example here. If you bring home a pet, a puppy or a dog or whatever it is, a puppy, that's not the end of it. That's the start. Then real problems start, real worry starts, real task starts. Taking care of a puppy is a big task. You should really take care of the medicines or doing a bathing or maintaining. Maintenance and care is very important. Similarly, in bonsai also, caring and maintenance is a big chapter. We need to be very cautious and very careful because keep in mind, this is not a small plant like it's an expensive tree. Okay, it needs to be lots of care and maintenance is required. I think I'm clear. Let's go little faster in the chapters. The first chapter is selecting a suitable stock. From where and how? From where to select is a big question mark for all, and how to select a plant. Okay, let me clarify. From where is simple. Either from seedling, collect somewhere from your friends or someone, select a seedling and you can grow a bonsai. Select bring a cutting from a person you know who are growing a bonsai, you can get, or you will get some nurseries, exclusive nurseries, bonsai growers, and you get in normal nurseries also, you will get few, and from nurseries you can get it. And the wild, even in wild also you will get like old buildings, roadside, and in the wild also you can collect some material here. And finally, air layering. Air layering is one where you can get air layering. Through air layering, you can get a same species from your friends. So let's go in depth. So simple. I'm not wasting time here because there is a big, huge, vast subject it is. If I wasted small things, because you all are garden lovers, you know how it is. You get a seed, just you grow it from seed to a bonsai is a long process because seedling is a slowest thing. Okay, it will take minimum 3 to 4 years to have a small bonsai your place. So this is seedling. I showed it in picture. Just you can see this from seed to grow, then make it, just prune it, then you get a small bonsai, then move to a bonsai pot. This is the thing. Then coming to a cutting also similar. Cutting to bonsai simple. Day one, collect some cuttings from your friends or someone. Then put it in a small pouch or something like you are in the water. You get roots after 30 days. Then move to a growth pot. Then finally, after 1 year or 2 years, once you are happy with the shape, then move to a bonsai pot. This is how we make it. Okay, I'll elaborate and you can ask any doubts in my question and answer section, or you can watch my videos. I made around 50 videos on this particular topic. You can watch any video. If you have any doubt, the language will not be a problem because this all complete video was made personally. Because if you want, while you're watching, you will have any doubt, you can call me directly on my number or you can WhatsApp me. Okay, clear? See, this is simple. I think you all be knowing it. While collecting a cutting, just the rainwater or water should not stagnate on top and it may affect to the fungus. So that's the reason these pictures we should not cut this way or this way. It should be 45 degrees angle to avoid the fungus. So next is you can get a suitable stock from a nursery. But nursery is not easy because we will be having a huge collection there. You don't know how to select which plant is good. So you will get confused. I'll be explaining in next how to select it. Okay. This is from nursery also you can get suitable plants. And the wild. Wild is simple. Either a old buildings you find a lot of people tree, a banyan tree, or jubi tree, whatever it is. You will find a lot of trees in old buildings. On roadside you can get, or from the wild also you can get this. Nice. From there you can nurture into a bonsai. Okay. This I'll show you the process. So finally, which is the best is I feel from my side is air layering. Air layering is simple. If you have any friend is having good bonsai, you just air layer it. Okay, peel the thing how I showed you. Peel it and put some cocoa pit and wrap it with a cover. Then cover it completely. Then after this, you will see someday after 30-45 days, you will find some roots coming out. Just move it to a growth pot first, then to a bonsai. This is simple. This is the best way to collect a species from anywhere. Okay, because from other plant the character will be similar and the same and species, and it is success ratio is also 100%. It will be a successful ratio. This is what air means. Then second chapter, how part in this second thing is how part is simple. Once you go to the nursery, you need to select the lot of plants there. First thing is you should look after it should be healthy with a good foliage. Then see that trunk should be in bonsai. The trunk is the main. Trunk should be in a taper. Taper is simple. It's the upside down, the conical shape upside down. If you put a cone upside down, that should be a taper. It's called. It should give a tree look, mature look, and then you should look for good root system. There should not be any fungus. There should not be any crisscross roots. Okay, there should be clear surface roots. That should be selected. From making to this nursery plant to a bonsai, you need to remove some branches which is blocking the trunk as well as crisscross, eye poking branches. You should remove some branches. Then we need to wire it for giving a certain shape. Okay, I'll show you some pictures on this. See, this is what it is. If you bring from a nursery, you will find a lot of branches there. You should remove the waste branches like which is blocking the root, covering the trunk, and which is crisscross, and which is downward grown, which is upward grown, and parallelly grown. These all branches to be removed. I'll tell you in the end what and how, and you can see a clear video on this if you want, which all branches to be removed. Then after wiring this thing, you have to give a shape. Once you prune it, you have to give a shape to it with the aluminum wire. I'll show you the next picture. This is how it looks. Once you remove the branches which are at the bottom, the trunk, you remove it. Then just give a wire with aluminum wire, you give a shape. Then see to it the branches should be at the outside of the curve, not inside. See, understand, not inside, all outside. This is first branch is at outside, second branch is outside, third branch is outside the curve. We should give it that shape. Once you fix the height, okay, I'm okay with this height, then you fix the crown. That's called apex. And back branches should be given to give a complete tree look of a tree. Because outside in the nature tree will not be only one side or two sides. It will be completely round. So the back branch, for a perspective effect, you should give some back branches. And the main topic in this is the taproot. Taproot in nature is required for one thing is for anchoring the tree and for anchoring at the tree, and but this here we don't need to anchor, and for going tall. In nature, the taproot helps to grow the tree taller. So here both are not required. So we remove the taproot here and we keep only surface root for a better maturity. Okay, I think I've understood this. This is one of the styles is in nature. This is called informal upright. I'll show you once again. This one. Coming to the chapter 2, once you select a plant from a nursery, from seedling, from cutting away, then next step is the chapter 2 is giving a shape to it. It is not easy. You should know some basic styles. In nature, you will find a lot of styles. One is a formal upright, one is informal. I'll show you some 14 basic styles. I will be showing it. There are a lot of styles in nature. I'll show you some basic styles. Yeah, okay. This is the style formal upright. Formal upright is inside, which is growing upright. Okay. Then this is one shape. And the second style is informal upright. Informal upright is as we give with a wiring, we'll give an informal upright shape. I'll show you. Informal is something which is not straight. This is called informal upright. We give it a shape. Here the picture is not clear, so I'm showing that. Okay. एक सेकंड ना डॉली डॉली Okay, it's clear. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, it's clear.
It's
Kishore,
clear.
yeah.
Okay. That's next is informal upright, which I showed you. Again, Dolly, it's not moving. Dolly. Move over here. Painful for me. Take it. This is the second one is informal upright. Informal upright is which is not straight. And the third style is simple. Twin trunk. Twin trunk is nothing but you find in the nature that two trunks coming from the bottom, it's called twin trunk. More than two trunks is called as a multiple trunk, which is called as a multiple trunk. You will find all these styles in the nature, and you find forest also. People try to copy this forest style. Same similar species, we pot it in a same single pot, and more than 5 to 6 plants. That's called a forest style. Then we call it as a cascade style which grows downwards, because this is all artistic way we should do it. It can't be done. We should have an artist. A cascade style. Once after the end, I'll show you some live plants also in my garden. You can see this how the cascade looks like that. Then it is called semi-cascade, which is halfway the cascade. The broom style is nothing but you find in the gardens and parks. People, a lot of gardeners doing a broom style. This is nothing but a broom style. And raft style, I can tell you, raft style is simple in a nature. How it looks is once tree for hudud or whatever it is falls down, then after falling down, if it survives, again the new shoots come from the top. This is called a raft style. They copy even that style. Any style in the nature, if you find that they copy in a tray, is called bonsai. So raft style is nothing but the fallen tree which grows after falling. That's called a raft style. Then coming to the literature style or bunyan style. Bunyan style is something, suppose in a forest, okay, in a thick forest, if a seedling shoots up, so there will not be any sunlight. So what will happen is this tree goes very tall. On top of it, the branches will come because there is no sunlight at the bottom. So the tree goes very tall and the sunlight will be coming on the top. So this is called literature style, which all will be available in the nature. So this 40 styles I'm showing. The next one is windswept. Windswept, you will find it at the river base, at the riverside. If you see riverside, the wind is blowing from only one side. Only one side. The tree tend to grow only the other side. All the other branches bend only one side. This is called windswept style. And next style is root over rock. Root over rock in the sense, you see on the mountains, the rocks will be there, the roots will be forming and coming down. That's called a root over rock. The roots will be exposed outside and over the rock. This is called root over rock. And root inside the rock is, root in rock is, one side inside the rock is, in some, if you see on the hills, once more mountains, some trees grow inside the rock because there will be some cavities formed naturally. In that cavity, the trees will be grown. That style also we copy a tray. That's called bonsai inside the rock. And finally, shari. Shari is nothing but one. Hello. Okay. When lightning happens, it falls on the tree will be burnt one side completely. But still the tree survives. Then even that style also people try to copy on this. I'll show you even that style. That's called, you can see all these styles. I have 14 videos separately made on this. You can see on my.
1 minute, Kishore sir. 1 minute, Kishore sir. Mohapatra
Okay.
sir, please mute your audio. Mohapatra sir. Lambadar Mohapatra. Raju sir, please mute his audio. Srinivas Raju sir. Okay, thank you. Please go ahead, Kishore sir.
Okay. I think I'm clear with all the styles. Sharing is simple, but once the lightning happens, one tree will burn one side, the other side, if it survives, even artist wants to copy that in a tray. So that's called Shari style, and we call it chinning. So that also I'll show you efforts. I did some styles in this. The videos also you can watch. Okay, this is Shari style. Coming after the styles, the third chapter is simple. For making these styles, we need to do three things. One is wiring, second is the pruning, third is the potting. These three are important to give a proper shape to the. If you bring one plant from a nursery or from a friend, after that you need to do these three things. First is we'll take as a pruning. Pruning is what? See this first picture. Picture one is you bring a plant from a nursery, okay, material. You need to do a hard pruning there. You need to give a cut as per your height, required height. Suppose you need 1 feet or 2 feet or half feet. You need to give a blunt cut here. So you can see the red mark. I marked it here. That's called hard pruning. Once you give a hard pruning, after 1-2 months, again you'll see that new shoots coming out with 2-3 shoots. Again, as per the required thing, you need to do a hard pruning again second time. Similarly, again after 1-2 months, you'll find some more shoots coming. Again, you will be doing the same thing. After like final stage, you will find this third picture I showed you. Of doing a pruning, hard prunings, you will be giving a shape which I showed in the picture 3. This is called the bonsai. By doing a pruning, we'll be doing it. And required, suppose some branches are not coming in a proper, you need to bend downwards and all. We'll be doing a wiring also. I'll show you in the next slide. Tree pruning. After once you finish this, you need to do the hard pruning. Then we will be doing a soft pruning. That's called maintaining the shape to keep the plant intact and to keep the leaves to reduce the size of the leaves. Okay. Once you do a regular pruning, soft pruning, the leaf size will be reduced and it will be compact and it will be intact. Okay. To keep the position intact. That's it from the pruning part. I think you understood what is hard pruning and soft pruning. Okay, one is to change the shape, to correct the shape, and second is to maintain the shape. Okay. And for this pruning or doing wiring or whatever it is, we need some tools, specific tools for bonsai artists. How the painter will be having a different brushes to do the painting. We need different tools for cutting, to splitting the trunk, split the roots, split the branch, the concave cutter to cut from the bottom of the branch, and we need a scissors to cut the leaves, to different scissors for the branches, to remove for a big branches. Okay, there we need a tool set. This will be available on Amazon. For a beginners, I think a lot of people doesn't require all this. So for a beginners, we need, don't worry, we don't need to buy all this. We need to have some 4-5 basic tools. One is we need to have a scissor to cut the leaves and small branches, and second is a concave cutter for cut the branches. Okay, this is what the second one. And third is a wire cutter to cut the wire and to do a wiring on this. These are the 3 things available, and one axle blade or a saw to cut the branches if you want any big cuttings. Okay, from the nature, from the wild. These 4 are enough for the beginners. Okay, I'm clear. Then coming to the next point is wiring. Wiring is used for giving a desired shape. See, bonsai grows like a wild plant, but we are using as a decorative item. We are using to give a beauty to it. We need to use these wires. We are available in Amazon. Don't need to worry. Everything is available in Amazon. You can search for a bonsai wire which is aluminum wire, you will get it in different colors and different shapes, different sizes also. As per the branch of the size, if a thicker branch, you need to use thicker wire. If it is a small branch, you need to use a small one. Simple. And they need small, we should take some precautions while wiring it. One is the soil should be dry, because if it is soil is wet, the thing is it's tend to wire branches might break. Okay. The second, the angle of wiring should be at 45 degrees. I'll show you in the next slide. See here. The wiring, you should do it this way, and 45 degrees we should wire to bend the branches or to give a proper appropriate shape. Okay. I think I'm clear on this. There should not be any gap between the branch and the wire. Okay. While you're wiring, you should see that there should not be any gap. Okay. Wire should be removed after 45 days to 60 days, because it should not bite the branch. But because the tree will be growing fast, if you keep the wire for a long time, the branch might damage. Okay, never, while you're removing the wire, take some, remove it very carefully, since, okay, people think that wire is expensive, will not get, and people will be giving priority to the wire, and they remove it, and it will, branch might break. So be cautious while removing. If you're feeling any tough, please cut the wire and remove it, because here tree is very important. It is expensive. And the last topic in this chapter 3 is potting. Potting is one thing. For a bonsai, different sizes are there, from small, which is handy, to a big tree, big bonsai. As per the thing, size and the shape, you will find different pots, bonsai pots, either round shape or square, rectangle or oval shape, or depth pot or shallow pot. As per the required things, you need to select a suitable pot to enhance the beauty of the pots. Okay. For the suitable pots, for potting, there are two things. We need to have a soil mix separately. As usual, previously Usha madam said, the potting mix is similar for a growth pot. Who are growing the from nursery to a bonsai, you will be growing it. That is a normal soil mix. Will be using a potting mix. Okay. In 30% soil, 30% manure, and 30% this same thing, same compost we will be using it. And but bonsai it will be completely separate. Why? Because the tree, entire bonsai tree will be in a small, limited place. It will be growing. We need to give more manure there, and because the roots will be damaged, so it should be soil should be well drained soil. We should take care of soil also, and I'll show you while doing a repotting. See to it, from a growth pot to when you shifting to a bonsai pot. I made a small picture here. See here, the manure is very important because it's a small pot. The manure is important. We put a mesh there and supporting with a wire, and to protect the manure. And for well draining system, we use some small gravel or small stones or a brick pieces for well draining system. Then we use a bonsai soil mix, which I'll be telling in my presentation. I'll be showing it. Okay, soil mix from a garden soil. So see, this plant which I'm showing this is from a growth pot. We take it out and we have to trim the roots. See, as even tree also, like our hair and nails, how it grows regularly. Even for a bonsai, the roots and leaves are be growing it. We need to prune it, roots as well as. While pruning it, we need to repot it similar. While roots pruning, after that, the next picture is you move it to the bonsai pot. Just do a potting, repotting. That's called potting. This is a simple thing I understood. I think one is picture, take a pot with a mesh, then gravel, then bonsai soil, remove from your growth pot, then trim the roots and take the taproot out, then put it in, do a potting in this bonsai pot, move it to it. This is one thing. Then the thing is, the 3 chapters are one part. I told you. The major part is maintenance. I told you maintenance and care is important in the bonsai. People think that I bought a beautiful bonsai That's it. That's the start of it. Here the maintenance is simple, and it is a simple only, but it should be regularly. We should do it. Okay. The main thought is plant grows in a small pots with a minimal space. There will not be space here with a minimal soil, so we need to take more care about it. The first thing is the placement is important for a bonsai. Placement is simple. See, the garden plants and all, we can put it together or inside or somewhere. But this particular thing is, we are given it's the artistic way, we are given some shades and some branches, and if there is no proper light and the air, you may lose some branches. So placement is very important. See to it that it should be on a proper height, and it should be ample of light and free air to be passed. Then watering also we should take care. It's not like general watering for other garden plants. Here, because it depends on the size of your pot and the species differ from each other, and the season also is different. So winter is a different watering, summer is a different watering, and the soil mix also. In different places, you'll have a different soil. As per also, we'll be doing a watering. And soil mix also. If suppose it's a sandy soil, the watering is different. And if it is a sticky soil, the watering is different. Watering should be taken care. And one major part is drain system should be very clear. Okay, it should be very free rain, because bonsais cannot tolerate a wet feet. Okay, it can't. If it is a wet feet, then roots will be rotten. It should be damaged, because it's a very small pot. So we should be taking care of this. I think I'm clear on this. Second is misting is simple. When bonsai is a hot summer, it's a dry air, it's a hot air, then you should do a misting. Misting is nothing but spraying a water on a plant in a regular basis. You should maintain the humidity. Okay. And the pruning part is pruning. I told you, like a hair or nails, it will be growing regularly. We need to prune yearly 3 to 4 times as per the species. Some species require 3 times, some species require 4 times in a year. Even roots also grow parallelly. We need to prune roots as well as, while roots pruning, we need to do repotting also simultaneously. So it's once in a 3 years or 2 years, we'll be doing this root pruning as well as repotting. This is very important. And the timing also is required while doing repotting and all. I'll tell you in the next slide when to do it with the period also, the months. Okay. Usually we do in February or in June, July. That's what we'll be doing it. Once in 3 years, we'll be doing it. Okay. I'll be doing it from myself. And fertilizers for this, because it's a small pot, manure is important for this to grow a healthy plant. So we'll be giving fortnightly. We'll be giving a manure in a growing season. Okay. In normal seasons, we'll be giving once in a month. Okay. In a growing season, we'll be giving every 15 days. This is what the fertilizer. Fertilizers, I think you people are masters in this. As Usha Madam said, you can use organic, and not in this. I want to tell you one thing. Chemical also we can use. Why I suggest is, in bonsai we use like banyan trees, people trees, and other things, not eatable things. So it will be outside on terrace. So once in a while you can use even chemical also, but maximum go for organic. Okay. As Usha Madam and our Professor Madam suggested, you go for agriculture thing. Sorry, organic thing. Fertilizers, while using it, I made it simple this. For NPK we can find it in mustard cake, bone meal, as well as this vermicompost, compost, cow dung. There are a lot of things. So you see to it, simple for your understanding. If you want more shoots for a bonsai, use nitrogen. If you want to grow your root structure, root healthy, so go for a P, the phosphorus. And you want a big size fruits and good appearance with good color, then go for potassium. I made it little simple because I don't want to go in depth, because you all are into this particular. You are growing a lot of vegetable or terrace gardening in that. It's same. There is no much difference. But only thing is the regularity. You should not miss the regular. we should regularly give fertilizers once in 15 days. Okay, I think I'm clear on that. Then coming to the pests and diseases, it is same as any other garden plants, any other terrace gardening or any other crottons. It's the same. There is no difference. But here one advantage is bonsai people don't grow in a big way. They'll have more than 4 to 5. So you will be regularly maintaining it, regularly watering it. It is easy for you to identify early, and you can take the insects or pests by using neem oil for soap waters and what as usual. Okay, you can use it. You can identify easily on bonsai because it's a small plant which is visible. It will be if in your bedrooms or in your balconies in your house. Regularly you will be seeing it. So immediately you can identify early and you can remove it by using a small mild pesticides. Okay, or organic pesticides. This is what it is from my side. And people asked the calendar in the last presentation. They asked it when and how in summer and winter and all what to do. I just brief it. In summer, you need to take care only one thing. Positioning is important because in hot summer, entire whole day, if it is in hot sun on terrace, it will be damaged. So see to it, only morning, early morning sunlight, it should fall on the bonsai. The rest of the day, you should arrange in such a way that shade net or something like. It should be only morning sunlight is enough in summers. Okay, and the preparation is something like because it's hot summer, the mulching is a covering roots with dry leaves or a moss or something like. Some preparation for summer you have to do to get rid of the summer. And watering should be regular as well as it requires 2 times also in a day. You can do it morning and evening because it is a hot summer, because it's a limited soil and it's well drained soil. So you can use even in summer, only in summers you can use 2 times. And misting, because in hot summer is a dry air and a hot air. So you should need to use a misting, spraying a water on this. This is one thing. And finally, if it's on terrace, use a shade net. Okay. And the shade net is advisable for summers, especially not in winters and other. Okay, I think summer part is safe. And monsoon is simple. We can do anything. You want to prune it, you want to trim it, you want to defoliation, you want to do root cutting, anything in monsoon, it is advisable. It is the right time to do it for a bonsai artist. It is the right time to do action. It is completely action time in monsoon. Only one thing we need to control is the fungus. Before monsoon, we need to use all the fungicides. Okay, wow, for the roots as well as leaves or branches. And after monsoon also, we should use once a fungicide to protect from the fungus. Okay, this is a monsoon period. Coming to the spring, spring is simple. We need to prune yearly thrice. So pruning we'll do it in spring season, and repotting also we can do it at the same time. Okay, and autumn time is one thing we have time to take care of pests and diseases, and we need to control. I told you how to do it in that side. And winter is one thing, less water. Okay, we need to once in 2 days or little water daily. You need to control. See, it should be moisture, but that's it. No water should be. And control the pests here. In winter, there will be a lot of pest issue. And moving bonsai is nothing but rotating, because it will be in a balcony, it will be in a room, a window, or inside the room. You need to see you need to rotate, not like in summer. In winter, you need to rotate the plant every 15 days for a proper lighting. And dormant period is very important in this bonsai, because for bonsai artists, like teachers and other professionals have a holiday. Bonsai artists also have a holiday in this dormant period. Tree takes minimum 2 to 3 months rest. Okay, rest in the sense it's going into dormancy. That means it is sleeping time. We should not disturb the plant. Okay, that giving NPK or giving some manure, we should not disturb it. We should leave it as it is for 2 to 3 months. Completely should take rest. Otherwise, tree will be going into stress and it may affect. Okay. give it a complete rest, and even you take a rest. And if you want to take a holiday as an artist, this is the right time. Take a 2-3 days break and leave it in a dormant period. And we need to take care of pests and all. That's it. Okay. Now the cultivation, as Madam asked us, what is the benefits out of it? Bonsai cultivation in urban areas, what is the main benefits? Okay, Vasanthi Madam, as you asked, I'm telling you, I made it specially. Bonsai, because with bonsai, there are a lot of financial benefits, I'll tell you at that. But majorly, for me, it's a big stress buster. Okay, it's a big stress buster and it's a good exercise. And I'll tell you one thing, stress buster, once I work with one bonsai, it takes minimum 2-3 hours to do wiring, potting, shaping, giving design, everything. It's a creative work. Once you give it, you forget everything, either office pressures or financial pressures, and whatever pressures you have, you will forget everything. It's completely a stress buster, and it's like a health-wise also. It's like a meditation. Meditation in the sense that what is meditation? People call meditation is just focus, 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 concentrate, concentrate, concentrate. Here you will be concentrating on one plant for more than 2 hours or 1 hour. You will be focusing on in an artistic way. It is a big, it's like a meditation only. It is a big benefit as a health wise, as well physically or mentally. This is what I want to tell you in my first point. Then today we are living in a concrete jungle in urban areas. There is no space to grow bigger trees. People, children don't know what is what big banyan tree and big people tree. They never seen it in a concrete jungles in apartment culture. Here is the opportunity. The only way out is the miniature trees, small trees in a tray, growing in a balconies, even in terrace. If you don't have a terrace, you can grow in a balcony from 5-6 trees. I'm not talking about plants. This is the way to live with the nature closely. You know, living with the nature, what are the benefits you get? That's the biggest plus point, being adopting a bonsai, keeping at home. Okay. And third benefit is gifting. Lifetime gift is why I call it a lifetime gift is if you give, people give a bouquet to bosses or friends or someone who love, but it will be there for maximum 1 week, the bouquet. If you give a gift after 1 month or 2 months, people put it in a cupboard and then forget it. And if, let's go the other side, if you give a golden chain, gold necklace or something like, still after some time, people put it in a bank lockers. But there's a balanced and best gift I can suggest is, why I call this lifetime gift is, this is a gift which lives for your lifetime. Okay. And people, other gifts they may forget, they can put it in a cupboard, but this you can't avoid it, because early morning you should water the plant, you should take care of the plant, and you should do cuttings, you should do pruning, and it will be in your hall, or you are in kitchen, or you are in bedrooms. You will be seeing regularly. So whichever friend, boss you are given, he will not forget. Your boss means he can put it on his office desk also. This will be regularly seen, and it will be remembering you. This is the best gift I can call it for. This is a lifetime gift. I given for a lot of my friends, and I save a lot of money also. Money in the sense, giving a gift is today. See, you people going for a marriage, you give 5,000 rupees, 6,000 rupees, or 10,000 rupees gift, but that doesn't satisfy you also. But you give one good bonsai, that will be for there. They'll remember for lifetime. The couple will remember for lifetime. I'll give it to your boss. I give it to my boss. Still, if you go, it will be on his table every day. Okay, and he will be calling me for help. Kishore, what to do? This is happening. This what? And there's a rapport with my boss also because of that. This is the best gift I can suggest for someone you want to give. And appreciation asset, I'll tell you one thing. Appreciation asset in sense, see today in my garden, I'll show you. I bought for 5,000 rupees one bonsai, one big exhibition. Okay, 5,000 rupees. Today, one hotel person has asked me for the plant for 5 lakhs rupees. You may not believe it, 5 lakhs he offered. Okay, I didn't sell it because it's my first plant. I am attached to it. But I'll tell you, it is an appreciate asset. Asset in sense how the gold or mutual funds, how it grows. If you buy a 1,000 rupees plant, it will grow after 1 year, 2 years, it will be a 4,000 rupees. And if you wait for 5-10 years, it will be 10,000 rupees. If you wait for 20 years, 25 years, it will be 1 lakh, 2 lakhs. This is how it's a appreciation. And coming to the next point is decorative item. People see as a decorative item, people invest a lot of money for house decoration and doing it. But I'll tell you, decoration is okay. Sorry, decoration is simple. If you compare with the glass items or a brass items, this you just buy one bonsai and put it in your hall or in a bedroom. Sorry, put it in a hall. Whoever comes, a guest or anything, the first eye catch is the bonsai, not anything. Put in a proper position and give us proper lighting to this, and that is the first eye catch. And it enhances the beauty of the room, and it purifies the room air, and it gives more oxygen, and mentally or healthy, physically also, it's a healthy thing. And thing is, it controls the room humidity. Okay, it controls the humidity also in the room. That's the best part of it. Not only a decorative item, it controls the humidity and it enhances the beauty and it gives the fresh air and purifies them. This is what the benefit of decorative thing. And next point is increases good values and good friends. For me, I'll tell you, because of this, today I'm able to associate with this professor and the two speakers who spoke before, a lot of friends. Every day I find a new friend. I have a big doctors, lawyers, and I have associated with good friends. Good friends in that with a good habits. Because who are doing gardening and all this, they'll have a maximum, they'll be having a very good habits and good culture people. So I'm associated with that type of people. That's called it. And increases good values in simplicity. Because when you do this bonsai, it's a long-term art. It develops your patience. The first is increase your values. First, patience levels will increase. And every day you do with your tree something, putting Buddha under it and keeping some decorative things. And this will give you, it develops your creativity also. Okay. Creativity also it develops. And every day you take your own decisions on plant, which branch to be removed, how to do it, where to position and all this. It improves your self-confidence. It improves your self-confidence too. And it will be useful for your self-awareness. You will be knowing yourself better. Okay. And increases habit of one thing, good habit it will be giving you is consistency. Because you will be doing whatever you're doing, you will be doing regularly. Are you giving a menu? It will be regularly, you will be water, you have to do regularly. You have to pesticides or control maintaining, you will be doing regularly. This improves the habit of consistency. Today, children lacks of consistency, which if you are they adopt this, they'll have a consistency, they'll improve their self-confidence, they will improve their self-awareness, and their patience will be improved and the creativity will improve. These are the benefits of bonsai cultivation. Okay. And finally, one thing I want to tell, because without monetary benefits, without any financial benefits, people will not like it. But one thing I'll tell you, I told you the assets. If I want to start a business in my garden, if each bonsai tree, I can do a propagation by multiplying into 100, 200 pieces, and I can sell it. Second, I can rental it. I can sell it to hotels. I can give it to a corporates. I can rent it to a corporates. And after giving to a corporates as well as hotels, after sales service, like after sales, we can do a maintenance part. We can earn a lot. Is for people like unemployed, you can take as students. For a household wives, they can earn a good quality monthly income by doing this bonsai art. Okay. The conclusion is all about you can earn high returns with very less investment. You may think that bonsai is expensive, 5,000 rupees, 3,000. It's not. If you buy a 5,000 also, you can propagate and you can make 20, 30 pieces and you can make some out of it 1 lakh. 1 lakh, you can earn 1 lakh out of it. This is how it is. And profitable for urban business as well as self as well as society. Okay, a cultivation is it's not for self only. The benefit is for society also, because you grow every apartment, every balcony. If you have entire apartment, will have a healthy atmosphere and it have great oxygen circulation, or we call it as a humidity. It's all for self as well as society. And if you convert your hobby into a profession, you can make good money by doing, I told you, corporate business for corporate centers, hotels, and good big villas. People are buying for 10 lakhs, 20 to 5 crores, 2 crores the villas. They can afford a good amount for it, for their enhancing the beauty of the villa. They can buy a good valuable products like a bonsai is one. So you can sell it. You can look into a other perspective for urban people, for unemployed as well as housewives or anyone who are really want to do a business. This is one of the big good business opportunity for people who want to really do it, start a good business sitting at home. Okay, and same time you can develop health as well as mentally, physically. This is what I can tell you. This is what the conclusion is. Thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity. It's now Q&A session. You can ask any question. Feel free to ask. These are my YouTube channel, my Instagram, my Facebook, my WhatsApp. If people want to reach me, feel free to WhatsApp me. Don't think I'm disturbed. You can call me, you can WhatsApp message, you can photo. If you have any bonsais at your place, if any problem, post a bonsai pic in my WhatsApp. I'll definitely respond to it. Please watch my YouTube videos. Don't worry, it is in Telugu. You watch it. If you have any doubt, you can ask WhatsApp. I can translate to you in English as well as Telugu. That's not a problem. The only thing is, I'm doing a shorts now, which is in multi-language. It is in English. People can watch my shorts. And in future, if you're really interested, people can ask me, WhatsApp me, sir, we want in English. If maximum people are asking, then definitely I'll do even in English also, the WhatsApp. Okay. Thank you, madam, once again for giving this opportunity. Vasanthi garu, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kishore Garu. You can stop sharing your PPT.
Yes.
And I welcome any doubts from the participants.
Ali.
Session is open for discussion.
I think bonsai is new for all. I think people may be hesitating it. Friends, if you are really not able to ask now.
So what type of manure you wish to give?
Madam, you are the master in the same manure we'll be using it. Only thing is, even we can use chemical form also, because it's not eatable things. We are just a decorative item. Only what I put inside the hall or room bedrooms, I don't use chemical. Otherwise, on the terrace and all, I can use that. That's not a problem.
No, sir. We can use foliar application of fertilizer.
Yes.
It will overgrow, no?
Overgrow means that's what we do, pruning regularly. Hard pruning as well as soft pruning, we'll be doing it regularly.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So
if you give a time, I can show you my garden for 1 minute. I'll show you 1 minute if you permit time.
Saifurnisa, madam. Saifurnisa? Yeah. So can we go ahead? Would you like to see his garden? Not you, not only you.
It will not take much more than 2 minutes.
Yeah. Sure, sir. Please.
While Kishore Garu goes to his garden, I would like to ask him a short question. Sir, how not to kill a bonsai? Because basically when we buy bonsai from outside, because we don't have the time and patience to create a beautiful bonsai at home, most people end up buying a bonsai.
I told you is only one thing is the first. I told you the first point is TAP tip. The time and the patience is important. Time and patience is important. Okay. camera on chapter. See, this is.
I think Usha madam, what she means is what are the cultivation tips that are not to be done?
Yeah.
Okay. That I made a complete video on this.
Okay.
Just
Uh,
briefly, can you explain? Huh?
Maybe I'll.
This only people do mistake is watering. Watering is a major problem here. People think that it is a manure. It's not a manure because it's a hardy plants. Bonsai we do with hardy plants. Okay, so problem is more watering and more fertilizers. These are only two things is the problem in this.
Okay, sir.
Not a
Thank
problem.
you so much.
Okay.
Because I've seen many people buying expensive bonsais and killing them at their houses. So I
Because
just wanted to
they think it
inform
is
them.
the main thing is they think that it is an indoor. In the world, there is no indoor. Okay, God has not created any indoor plant. First, they should know that should minimum light should be there. Actually, people do is they create they keep indoor for long time.
Okay.
Either you should use the proper lighting, or you should put it near window, or there is a special lights available for this fluorescent lights. We should use it.
One more question? Do you suggest shifting the bonsai from indoor or any other plant, any indoor plant, shifting it once a week to sunlight for shorter duration and then bringing it back to home? Because many houses may not have indirect light also.
I suggest like how we do it every Sunday. Every Sunday you give at least our sunbath. How the people do it? You give it, put it outside.
Yes.
That's advisable. Very advisable. Or at least see to it. At least 1 hour to 2 hours. Morning east side, if you have a window, put it near the window. That's it. That is
Okay,
it.
sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
But one thing, Usha madam, there should not be extremes between the indoors and outdoors. If continuously, if we are keeping in a low light place in the indoors and suddenly if we
Keep it in
shift
a bedrooms
the
actually.
direct
That's
sunlight, then definitely the plant dies.
Okay.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason people tend to do is because that's an expensive plant. They want to put it in a bedroom. They want to put next to the bed or next to dining table and all. That's not proper. You should put it near window.
Yeah.
At least 1 hour to 2 hour light. You should have. That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Any other? Okay, you want to see the garden once?
Yes, yes. Please switch on your video.
Video I'm showing from other camera, my daughter's phone. Just reverse share.
Hello.
एक second. Front camera.
It's very clear.
That is clear, but back camera open out.
So I have a doubt, sir.
I think I can show you some slides.
Sir, 1 minute. Participant, when he comes down, I think he will take the interaction.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Now he is much focused on the plants he wants to show.
Okay.
Madam, you can see the plant actually not visible. I think sunlight is in different angle actually.
Sir, speak near to the microphone of your mobile, sir.
Yeah.
It's clear.
Voice is audible?
Yeah, it's audible.
Because my only front camera is working here for this phone. This is a problem. Okay. So, tree చూపించాలమ్మా. Tree చూపించాలి. See, this is the shapes I give with the wiring, and we'll be creating the pads. Okay. And I told you the twin trunk will be looking like this. There will be 2 twin trunks. And okay, come this side. These all are wild plants only. Wild plants we will be creating. Only one side you can see it because the lighting is a problem here.
Madam, not visible, no, madam.
Not visible because it's actually hot summer. So afternoon it is problem. Either early morning or I'll show you.
Now it is visible, Madhvi madam.
No, madam, no.
What about other participants?
Only I can see you, that's all. And
Not visible, madam.
Any
No.
other camera?
Not visible, other participants also?
No, not visible, madam.
Yeah.
Not visible.
Okay. One thing I'll tell you for all the participants. who are
Visible,
interested.
madam. Visible.
Hello.
Visible, madam.
Madam, Vasant madam, just one thing. One thing I want to tell you is one thing. Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead, sir. Kishore sir.
Just I'm telling you, not to worry. You can go to one video, which is language is not a barrier. My intro video is there. Intro video I showed my garden.
It's all right. Now we can see it.
Only intro video you can see.
Yes, madam.
It is visible, Kishore sir. Don't worry. Please go
Okay.
ahead.
No. Here, this is visible.
It is visible.
Okay. See, this is the informal upright. This is informal upright. This is informal upright. See, you see the trunk. We should create these pads.
Okay.
And this is the apex I told you. This is the pot.
Okay.
Separately we have to make. You can see a lot of plants here. One plant for you.
Okay.
What's the garden?
So your garden is on the land, sir. It's not on terrace, I think.
No, terrace nahi hai. This is the pillars. I just show one pillar. See, I made it on the land. The pillar.
Okay.
I kept. This is a stand. Like I made a one cement pillar. On the pillar,
Okay.
I made it this bonsai.
Okay.
This is called a bonsai growth pot. We use first plastic growth pots. Then we move to ceramic pots. We move to this bonsai pot.
Okay. Are there any bonsai plants with fruits or flowers, sir?
Yeah. This is Suriname cherry. This is a flower. You can see it.
Oh.
This is Suriname cherry. This is a cherry fruit. And this is a Barbida cherry. This is a Barbida cherry. This is a Barbida cherry. This can be made.
Okay.
This is a Barbida cherry. And if you want to see the sapota inside Piku, this is also I made it a bonsai. You can see the shape. This is one thing. This is second part. This is third part. This is also a bonsai. Like I make every plant. You understand, madam? It's clear.
It's clear, sir.
This is a sapota plant. I made it a bonsai. And this is a flowering plant. You can see it. Small flowers.
Okay.
Lot of things. I'll show you the bigger thing. This is a people tree, banyan tree. This Ganesh, you can see one thing. This you can see banyan tree with Ganesh inside.
Oh.
Is Ganesh inside?
Okay.
Inside that I made it.
With the steps also.
With steps also we can create. We can do a lot of things. Every day you do something like that. Yeah. This is see the size of it. See the size of it. This is bigger than me actually.
Yeah.
This is a plant. This is a tree. Complete. Is a Bodhi tree. This is a Bodhi tree.
Okay.
This is the height.
Banyan?
No.
You mean?
Bodhi means
Bodhi Vriksha. Okay.
Buddha is enlightened under this tree. This is called a Bodhi tree.
Okay.
Sir, how old the tree is, sir?
This is around 22 years, madam.
My goodness.
Yeah, my daughter age almost. So you can, this is a small fruits. If you want fruits, you can grow. Everything I'll grow as a bonsai.
What are those fruits, sir?
In Telugu, I can tell you can translate. Vakkai into Telugu, no? Madam, can translate. Vakkai ఏమంటారు మేడం వసంత్ గారు?
Vakaya.
అది మీ యాప్.
Karanda. Yeah.
See,
Karanda.
I told you one style is forest. See, same similar multiple trunks in one pot is called forest.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we can do a lot of styles, madam. I have hundreds of plants. Cascade you asked and all. I'll show you cascade also. Cascade is this. This is called cascade. This is the trunk. This will fall like this. This is called cascade. Okay, but this is actually season is actually now leaves are falling. Once it grows, it is okay. Now winter has started. So the leaves are, see, you can see this bunny style. This is one style. You can see the pads. This is one pad. This is one second pad. This is third. This is apex, and this is the back drive. And this is what the style is. You see the style?
Yes,
Because
yes.
we give it a wire. With wire I do this. And after 5-10 years, it will grow like this.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am?
Okay,
I
okay.
think it's clear. This is the small garden. Overview, aerial view, you can see.
Okay, it's clear, sir. Very neatly maintained. Very neatly maintained garden. So you will get, are you getting the support of your entire family? I think
More
your
than that,
daughter
more
is
than
very
that.
active.
My daughter is active. That's the reason I am able to. I told you in that PPT. You
Yes.
see, madam, this is India Gate.
Okay.
This is the one side made. We need to prune because now I didn't do it. This is a different fruits, ficus fruits. Okay,
So
madam.
we-
This is what I think.
Yeah, so you'll be attending all exhibitions and displaying your
Actually,
products, right?
Because I told you I'm into my construction thing. I don't find time first of all. Only my
Okay.
hobby I'm doing it. That's the reason people don't know me actually. Once you start my job, people might know me in future.
Your
People
voice
like
is not audible, sir.
Voice
I
is not
think-
audible?
Yeah, you can come down.
Okay.
You can come to your seat and
Madam,
then
it's
relax.
audible now? Is it audible? Little?
Yeah, it's audible.
See, madam, this is the overall view of my garden. Overall view of my garden.
Okay. A very big garden.
Yeah,
Full of
very big.
only bonsais.
Only bonsai. I don't. Only
Very good.
outside this garden. I have vegetable gardens, vegetable, and I have some fish ponds. That's what I'm saying. My video. If people watch my video, they can see my birds.
Sir,
They can
Kishore
see
sir.
my birds.
Sir, you are logged in from 2 devices, na? Sushmita Dubey
Yes, yes.
device, you please mute it. It is echoing.
Dharma.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So friends, any questions?
If you want to watch my video completely, you can see my birds as well as my fish ponds. I have a fish pond here and I have bonsai. Anything.
Okay, nice.
Just for hobby, I'm doing it.
Okay, so one sir is asking, sir, any doubt? Sir, your name is not given, some number is displayed here. Are you from Andamans?
You're asking me?
No, one sir. Sir, please unmute yourself and ask your doubt.
Good morning, madam. Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
So actually, I was wondering, like, I've seen some people tree on the roof, on my roof, madam. So is it possible that hard pruning and soft pruning may be done on the roof itself for a period of, say, 1 or 2 months, and then it can be transplanted?
I'll tell you. See, you can do no hard pruning and all, you can do it. But thing is, there should be season also. We should do before. Again, you do it in February. Okay. Not
sir.
now, because the winter has started. That will be a problem for us. Okay.
Okay.
You do it in February and do a recording.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. One question, sir. Sir, any
Yeah,
specific part size for specific tree? Is it should be like that, or even smaller part also, I mean, we should think like that, sir. If it's
No,
a big
no, no,
tree
no.
means
There,
it,
there is a different rules for a for a shape also. Every shape there is a different. If you're doing a bunyan style, there should be a round pot. If you are doing a fruiting variety, there should be a depth pot. If you are doing it depends on the tree also, species also.
okay, okay.
Fruit
Sir,
scaling you use the little depth. Okay. You can ask her. Once you see my videos, then you'll have a lot of doubts. You can ask me in my WhatsApp.
Okay, any other doubts?
sir, if part is like shallow depth, I mean, you have shown some parts, no, sir, in the beginning. So if heavy rain comes, initial stages, will it be a problem?
The initial stages, you can see my video of reporting. Initial stage will be anchoring with the wire actually. We will not leave it like this. Shallow pots, we will be anchoring with the wire from the bottom. I showed in my video.
Sir, how old they are, sir?
Which one? I am doing this after last 25 years. I have a minimum
Kishore
of.
sir, 1 minute. Kishore sir, Neelakanta sir, please
Ah,
mute
no.
your audio. Please mute your audio.
Okay.
If you have any doubts after the discussion, you can ask. But please mute your audio first. Sir, go ahead, Kishore sir. Sorry for the disturbance.
So I think ask me. Ask the question.
Sir, how old they are, sir? Minimum.
How old are they? See, I'm doing this thing from last 25 years. So my son and my daughter have fixed with the same plant when they're very young, 1 year, 2 years. Today they are doing jobs. Still they have the same photographs. Okay, with the same plant. Okay, sir, 25 years, 22 years.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Very
But
nice.
sir, in terrace, I think it's a little bit difficult, sir, growing.
No, terrace only is comfortable. Terrace only is good. See, madam, I'll tell you one thing. These all are wild plants. It's not a
Vegetable
or
or
indoor
not.
plants like. It's not a vegetable or. It is a completely hard plants like a people tree, banyan tree, and all. It's all hard plants. It can withstand any temperature. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Only you have to take care of my summer vegetables. You have to do mulching and you have to do spraying the water and the drainage. These are things you have to take precautions. That's it. You can put terrace means you can grow a good bonsai garden. But why I suggested is in a balcony, one side, one time, 2 hours, 3 hours sunlight is also enough. You need to choose a species different.
Okay, anyone else?
Oh. My first video, if you see, that's on the terrace only. I started on terrace, then my plants are grown, multiplied, then I moved to this big place.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if
Sir, one more question.
One question I can ask people. How many people are actually having at least one bonsai?
Sir, we don't have, sir. We have space, then we should think about it.
There are
We are interested, but
56 people are saying, if I'm not there, 55 people are watching. Nobody is having at least one bonsai at least. See, I told you the benefits. You buy a decorative item that is expensive because I bought a brass one, which is more than 40,000. But people come to my house, they'll not see that 40,000 one. They see my 5,000 rupees bonsai. That's the value. And that gives me humidity control and it gives me oxygen and gives me everything, lot of benefits.
sir, one question, sir. See, in the beginning, if we are going to select the seedling, seed part, no, sapling or whatever
Yeah.
it may be, that should be come from bonsai only or from any other normal trees.
Anything. See,
Okay.
you take jungle jalebi means say tamarind tree is there. You take tamarind tree from seed, you can grow. That's not a problem.
I mean, it only
Not
depends
bonsai.
on
There
how
is
we
no
prune it, how
bonsai.
we
There
fertilize
is
it.
no bonsai separately. It is a
Okay.
normal plant only. We grow.
Yeah.
Artistically we do as a bonsai. That's it.
Yes, yes. Pruning and timely fertilizer and
We do
everything.
that in general. We make it as a bonsai for a decorative item.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Only. That's it.
Okay, any other doubts? Okay, if no more doubts
Madam,
are
what
there,
was-
we will be sharing the PPT and also Kishore sir's phone number to the entire group. Later, you can ask any doubts if you have, or you can pass on this to the interested people. So thank you, Kishore sir. Please stay for some time.
Vasudha garu, really, I would like to thank you once again for giving this wonderful opportunity. This is the first experience for me. I'm doing a lot of workshops in my garden. People used to come and learn from me and all. That's different. But
Okay.
this is a webinar is a new thing for me. If you really are doing it,
Okay.
next time you have to
So Kishore sir, again, voice is breaking.
Sir, are
So
you
friends, I would
located
like
at
to.
Vizag, sir? You are from Vizag?
I'm from Visakhapatnam proper.
Okay, sir. Okay, okay.
How many people are from Visakhapatnam? Okay, this is difficult. They can't answer.
Yeah, they
I'm
are
from Vizag,
South.
sir.
I know Usha Gari is from Hyderabad. Madam, definitely I'll come and meet you. I want to learn a lot of
Sure,
things
sir.
from you.
Would definitely love to.
I'll definitely love to see your garden. That's one. And how many people are from Hyderabad? Yeah, matlab, I want to know Telugu because my videos are in Telugu. Maximum in out of 56, I feel some 20-30 are Telugu only. I believe.
Yes, sir. I'm from Hyderabad, sir.
Telugu, matlab, you understand Telugu. You can see my videos. And how many people are from who can understand Telugu just from my understanding?
I also understand, sir.
Two, and Usha Garu 3.
Sunita, I'm
And
from
our man-
Karnataka.
Karnataka, Karnataka, you understand, madam? Sunita Garu?
ధారవాడ తెలుస్తుంది తెలుగు అర్థమైతుంది.
But my thing you will understand. My little Telugu I will explain little easy only. But you can comment me, madam. You can ask in WhatsApp. I'll answer you. Okay. Fine. Okay, madam. I think I'll take a lot of time.
Thank you,
very
Kishore
much.
garu.
But madam, I
So-
want to request if next time if you're doing something, this is the first time I may be fumbling, but next time I'll be doing it prepared properly.
No, sir. It's not at all. It does. You are telling that it is first time, but it is not like that. Really, you have given a very excellent lecture, sir. My heartful thanks to you, sir, for sharing your experiences excellently, really, over this webinar, which is the first time, but still it is not felt like that. So very interestingly, you have shared your experiences starting from the basics of cultivation of a bonsai till how it can be taken in a business mode. That is really excellent. And also, we request your cooperation and also your inputs in our future trainings in the EI, sir, because this is quite
Madam,
innovative.
I love to join whenever you can feel free to ask whatever
Yeah.
what I have. Because my first priority is bonsai.
Okay.
I compare my bonsai with my family. My family and my bonsai are same for me. Okay.
Right. Right.
Otherwise, 25 years I can't spend in this art.
Right, right. Very nice, sir. Very excellent. It is really an enlightening session. Thank you so much.
మేడం ఉష గారు మీ నెంబర్ కూడా నాకు షేర్ చేయండి మేడం. మా వసంత గారు మీరైనా పర్లేదు. ఉష గారి నెంబర్ షేర్ చేయండి.
తప్పకుండా. తప్పకుండా. And I also thank Usha madam. Are you online?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. It's very nice that we too had a very really interesting session from you. And not only you have shared your experiences, and both of you have taken us practically to the field. Really, a virtual tour was made to the practical things that you are doing on the terraces and on the gardens. It is really, maybe for us, it is unplanned. Maybe you have planned, but it is very nice. And one more thing I would like to thank.
Even I did plan, madam. After seeing Usha madam's terrace, then I thought to do this. That's it.
Yeah. So I thank Usha madam not only for delivering the session, not only for showing her garden. Actually, she has a get together with her relatives last night. I think last night only for sharing her celebration for winning the award. So for my request, she has cancelled that, and we are sorry for that. And we also thank you so much. We also thank you so much, Usha madam, for joining and giving such a very practical session. And yeah, I think both of you kindly share your PPTs. All the participants are asking.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
I'll
I've
send it,
already
madam.
sent it to the
Madam,
mail.
Madam, I'll send it to you WhatsApp. And one thing, madam, do you have any WhatsApp group for people who are really garden lovers and all, any group?
We have.
You can
For
join me
this
in that.
webinar, we have started that WhatsApp group.
Okay, that's fine. I want to join in that. That's what I want.
Okay.
I'll send my
I'll
share
add
my
you to
PPT.
Okay, you please share
And
that.
PPT will come from Madam Shushmita Dubey, my daughter. She will be sending. Okay.
Okay, no problem, no issues. Right, thank you both of you. Right.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. And a small information I need from the participants. Friends, would you like to hear something about the mushroom cultivation now? Or do you have any questions specifically related to mushroom cultivation? I would like to again contact that person, Dr. Dayaram, so that he can join us. If you have any doubts, I'll speak to him. Otherwise, we'll end the session here. Participants, please respond. Are you hungry? Friends, are you with us?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Okay, are you interested? Are you
Yes,
interested
madam.
to hear about mushrooms now? Or do you feel hungry? Shall we stop?
Ma'am, it's better if you break for a lunch.
Break for a lunch. Actually, the scheduled time is over. So we will do one thing. If you have any doubts regarding the mushrooms and all, please put it in the chat box or in the WhatsApp group. I will contact him so that he will clarify all the doubts. And one more thing I would like to tell is, you can contact that Dayaram sir. I will give his phone number. I think sir is with us. Dayaram sir, is it you? Yeah. So if you have any doubts, quickly you can ask him. Sir has joined now on mushroom cultivation. Actually, one thing I would like to tell is, sir has publicized the mushroom cultivation like anything in the state of the Bihar. And he is also available for the entire India also. His timings are from 7 a.m. to morning 9 a.m. He is ready to take any queries, any questions or anything, his advisors. He is free during that time. You can please contact him. That's what would you like to say, sir? Dayaram, sir?
Yeah. Good afternoon. I'm sorry that I could not present my slide due to network issue. But any type of query, anytime, any day, 7 to 9 morning, you can see our laboratory, you can see our farms, you can see our entrepreneurs, you can interact to anyone. So I can manage it. I think time is over. So thanks. Any type of questions you may ask me and I will clarify. And the slide I will share you.
Yeah.
And thanks to all organizers, listeners, entrepreneurs, scientists, state governments or central government officials are very much thankful because you have given me the opportunity, but I could not present my slide, so I am very sorry. But I will be available anytime. Any type of help you want for the promotion of the mushroom, I will be here. Thank you.
Or how to apply for a patent. You have expertise in that also.
Yeah. In fact, patents, we got 4 patents. In fact, they are unique products. and under IPR rule, what research we do, and we so that is online facility is there, any type of. So I will send you the information regarding the person, IPR person who are involved for the patenting. And you can also go through your IPR use website. There is option for applying, and they will clarify. But one attorney you must have, so that he may plead your case, or you should yourself present your case. It's a very simple thing, but if your product is unique, then definitely you will get.
Yeah. Okay. So we have participants joined from Andamans also, sir. Prashant, are you
Sir,
online?
Ahmed.
Yeah. So,
Yes, madam. I am here.
yeah, our EI is organizing one off-campus program on mushroom cultivation in Andamans.
Yeah.
Month end. So in future also, Prashant, you can take the help of Dr. Dayaram, sir, for promoting mushrooms there.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We are waiting for that session. I think
Yeah.
last week of this October. Yeah. Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
okay.
Right. So thank you, sir. Thank you, Dayaram, sir. Thank you so
Thank
much. Yeah. So,
Thank you. Man. Thanks,
yeah.
so kind of you.
Yeah, the
Thanks.
session, the webinar has now concluded. And I request our director, Dr. Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu, to give his concluding remarks. Sir, are you online? Jagan Mohan Reddy, sir, are you online? Just a minute, excuse me. So friends, sir is joining us for giving his concluding remarks. In the next minute, then we will conclude the webinar. If you are interested, then we will keep the, of course, webinar WhatsApp group will be active. We will add all the speakers' numbers there. In future also, if you have any doubts, you can just come back to the speakers. Yeah, sir. We can see you connected. Yeah. Sir, we can't hear you.
Yeah, I am audible now.
Now you are audible, sir. Please go ahead.
Sorry. It's very interesting to listen the importance of urban farming. Now, I think probably all participants also got a comprehension about the logistics involved in doing the urban farming and various manifestations of urban farming, how practically it is possible. So really, it's very interesting to listen. I thank all our speakers as well as the participants for showing your interest to listen, as actually not only listening and asking few questions here and there. I could able to.
Yeah, interaction is very much, sir. For Usha madam's class, 45 minutes interaction. And for Kishore, sir, almost 15 to 20 minutes.
It's quite what you call the thing attracting the attention of the stakeholders. It indicates that And I thank Vasanta also for showing the specialist in designing and ideal speakers and making it possible for today's web. I also thank the government for giving the opportunity for conducting this kind of webinars. And this is the we are following from our EI site on information on need-based topics. And for the benefit of participants, I could share that tomorrow also we have got a very interesting webinar on the eve of Mahila Kisan Divas. Two eminent speakers are delivering the sessions. So I request participants, if you have not registered, you can register. And it starts at tomorrow. So with this, I thank the speakers, participants, as well as Vasant also for meticulously executing this webinar from morning to this time. It is approaching nearer to 2 o'clock. That indicates the interest of the participants. Thank you very much, Vasanta.
Thank you, Director Sir, and I thank one and all, especially all the participants for your enthusiastic listening since morning to 2 o'clock. So very good. So we will continue the WhatsApp group, and you please interact there. And I also thank Sanjay Kalekar Sir, who joined in the middle. So he is the Joint Director in the Government of India. So he joined in the middle. I thank him once again for funding this entire scheme. And I also thank all the officers who have deputed you for this webinar. And I thank our director, sir, in spite of his busy schedule, he made it a point to address the participants both before the webinar and also after the webinar. That shows his commitment and sincerity towards the work he is doing. So thank you so much, sir. And I thank one and all, and also our technical team, Srinivas Raju sir. The little technical glitches are there. He came promptly as attended, and he made the webinar happens very smoothly. I thank one and all. The seminar is concluded. It's over. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
madam.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you,
Thank you.
madam. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you. Hope the webinar is useful for you. Keep it into implementation. Put it back to implementation. Then only we can say that the webinar is successful.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Thank you.